we're live and in living color on a Sunday night doing two reviews. We're gonna start off with Friday Night Smackdown, and then we're gonna transition into Saturday night's main event. Uh, this was an interesting Smackdown as we got some new trades that happened for both shows. Actually, we found out what superstars from Raw went to SmackDown, some new superstars anyway, and we actually had some new superstars who was told on SmackDown that they was going to be heading to Raw. So it was a pretty interesting Friday Night SmackDown. So like I said, we're going to start with that with Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes came out to the ring. He started off the show with Joe Tessitore giving him an in-ring review. I mean review, interview. I meant to say. And it was an interesting one because they was in the hometown of his father. The same time that was the same hometown for Shawn Michaels. I forgot what state they was in. I think they in Texas though. Yeah, they was in Texas, and
San Antonio.
San Antonio, that's what it was. And that's the hometown of both Shawn Michaels and Dusty Rhodes. So, Joe Tessitore interviewed Cody Rhodes about that and how he feels about Kevin Owens, and he asked Sarah tell you how they feel about Kevin Owens, and he went on to talk about Kevin Owens is an amazing athlete and has accomplished a lot in WWE, but that he chooses the easy way out, and that 10 times out of 10 he would choose when given a choice of doing things the hard way or the easy way, he would choose the easy way 10 times out of 10. And what else he was saying? He was saying something about how Kevin Owens I think he was saying like luckily for him in the match there wouldn't be there's no referees. There will be no referees to miss the 3 count, no referee for disqualification or to stop the fight or whatever. It's just going to be a match about grit and determination and who could climb the ladder to grab the belts. And he was saying that because Joe Tessitore asked him like, what would he have to say to Kevin Owens if he could look him in the eye one last time before that match at Royal Rumble or even the Saturday night main event, which I thought was going to be like 5 matches, but I didn't actually think Cody Rhodes' segment was going to take the place of a match. So it was only 4 matches plus Cody Rhodes' segment. So I'm like, that was one of the things I did. I give you an early preview. I didn't like that. I did not like that Cody Rhodes segment took a place of a match on a show that wasn't good in to begin with, but okay. But so he just basically told Cody Rhodes that he was before anybody loved their American Nightmare, he was Randy Orton's student, and he was as mean as they come, and that he said basically all I got to tell Kevin Owens is good luck. And that was pretty much it. That was the end of that segment. It was pretty good. I like it. I like the little one-on-one interview, but especially when they went into what happened later on in the night with Kevin Owens. Because I like how that set up Kevin Owens promo, and it was pretty good. But Cody gave a standard Cody Rhodes promo. That's pretty much what it was, a standard Cody Rhodes promo. He did get a little aggressive in it. He did get a little bit more fire in it, but it was still it was like a mixture. He was more so the corporate Cody Rhodes he had on the suit and stuff. So he wasn't like, I like how he does that though, like how he'll start off in the suit, and when he come out the brawl with Kevin Owens later, he always be in his jogging suit. Like he just switched to jogging suit just to fight. But all right. Except for Saturday night's main event. But yeah, pretty decent promo, pretty decent. I ain't got too much to say about it. It was just pretty decent. Have you watched it, Joe?
I watched some of it.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you what when you get to it.
Okay. I was going to ask you, but you did say you haven't watched it, so I don't know. You probably don't really got much to say about it then, since you didn't watch it.
Mm-mm.
Uh, hey, it helps us get through this quicker because we got two shows to review here. So, um, then we got DIY. Back, backstage gaslighting Pretty Deadly some more. Pretty Deadly, they was kind of trying to stick up for themselves, saying, they said this, I thought this was supposed to be a quid pro quo, you know, partnership here, and we're not really feeling the pro quo. It's like we doing stuff for y'all, but don't see that y'all trying to help us. And that really upset Tommaso Ciampa. He said, which he telling them that they gotta handle their business, that they got other stuff to worry about. They can't be out there, trying to help them and stuff too. Punch is coming through. Yo, yo, yo.
Yo, yo, yo.
Yo.
You was just on time too, because we just only got through with the Cody Rhodes promo. Uh, Jeff said he really didn't watch it, so I just started going on to the next little backstage segment. But since I know you watched it, what did you think about the Cody Rhodes promo, the beginning of SmackDown? We talking about
I
SmackDown.
mean, it was a Cody Rhodes promo.
Ain't
He said ain't nothing to it.
nothing to it.
It was just a Cody Rhodes promo.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I was saying too. He had a little fire in it, but it was pretty standard Cody Rhodes promo.
Yeah, yeah.
Ain't nothing
Um,
to it.
but yeah, then of course I was talking about how DIY was gaslighting, Pretty Deadly in the back, telling them that they got Tommaso Ciampa telling him they're gonna handle his own business, and they keep trying to like get them to come and help them deal with Mold City Machine Guns. But Johnny Gargano's like, look, I just found out that tonight I got a match with Apollo Crews, and I gotta go prepare for that. We can't help you, but we believe in you. Yes, boy. he keep hitting that phrase just to make that gaslighting stick. Then they will bump into Santos. Oh yeah, that was the other thing too, because they wanted help with them and Santos, because that's what it was frustrated about. They haven't been getting help from DIY with Santos or the Motor City Machine Guns. But when they leave Pretty Day leaves DIY, they bump right into Santos and them, who just stares them down and then part ways so they could get through to go to their match. And they look visibly frustrated. Look like they're not done with Pretty Deadly. And then we get to the first match of the night, which is Motor City Machine Guns versus Pretty Deadly. And this was an okay opening tag team match. Um, I just, you know what, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I'm kind of upset that Pretty Deadly don't get enough shine, because it seems like they got more shine in NXT than they do on the main roster. So, and it's like, and I say that because I know Pretty Deadly is a good tag team and they deserve to be tag team champions. So I say this in hopes that we are leading to. I don't want them to be face, but it seems like we're leading towards them becoming face and maybe tag team champions eventually. I only say it because like you can see the story DIY gaslighting them. They're gonna get to a point when they get mad and they turn babyface, and they might actually take the titles off of DIY if not Motor City Machine Guns. So I actually want them to be heels and tag team champions, because we haven't seen them as a heel tag team champions on the main roster. At least we see them in NXT as heel tag teams, but we haven't seen them on the main roster as one. I mean, they did get some offense here against Motor City Machine Guns, but you could tell who was favored in this match, and that was Motor City Machine Guns. They got the
Mhm.
more of the offense, they got the more of the highlight moments or whatnot. Pretty Daddy had a couple of few in there, but it was mostly Motor City Machine Guns, and it would be Motor City Machine Guns who will win the match. Like I said, pretty standard, good tag team match. I liked it, and it was a good way to open the show. Um, Jeff, did you see this one or no?
No, no.
Oh,
I'll tell you when.
all right. Well, Shane, what did you think about it?
Um, it was cool. Um, here's the problem with why I feel like SmackDown is struggling with the third hour. The tag team division is getting stale, and we need something. Uh, I know they're doing a whole switcheroo with the getting some superstars to go over the Raw, SmackDown. Um, but that hour of SmackDown is really a drag, and if we don't do to develop stories in the mid card or the tag team, it's going to be a problem going forward.
Yeah,
For
because
sure.
we both were saying that if we was gonna have a 3 hour SmackDown, at least an hour needed to be dedicated to either the mid card scene or the tag team scene, and they
These
do. It's not saying they don't dedicate time to it. They don't dedicate. It's like I would like the whole hour to be dedicated to them, but I know that's not going to happen. But at
we
Right.
least
need we need stories developed in the tag team scene. I know I'm
Exactly.
jumping the gun. I know I'm jumping the gun a little bit. They've with DIY versus
For the machine.
the machine guns, the Warrior Rumble. Um, and I'll get to that when we do our Warrior Rumble review. But I'll say that to say this: it's important. It's important. It's
mm-hmm.
important for the tag team scene. It's going to be important going forward. So, um, Triple H needs to start developing storylines in the mid card and in the tag team division because it's getting stale. That third hour is dragging.
All right. Um, speaking of which, you was talking about the transfer, from Raw from different, shows. We still haven't got NXT involved in this yet,
Nope.
but
Mm-mm.
we do got a new SmackDown superstar.
Damien.
Um, nope. Nick Aldis is in his office, and he gets who comes into the office? The Miz. The
Me.
Miz comes into the office. He said he think he's there for to do a Miz T to get some work done for a Miz TV segment with Kevin Owens. What he's seen the Cody Rhodes promo, and he think you called me here for the to get a Miz TV segment to get the other side. To get I got the best TV talk show. All that type of stuff. And Nick like, no, you don't know. Like nobody told you. He was like, nobody told me what. He like, you're our new SmackDown superstar. You're on SmackDown now. And he was like,
No,
what? He said, why would I be on SmackDown? He said, I orchestrated to get the YS6 on SmackDown. Why would I put myself on here and I orchestrated them to come here? He was like, and then he thought about it. He was like, Cross. he realized Karrion Cross screwed them.
Mm-hmm.
And he was and Nick always like, if I was you, I'll make some friends around here real quick. I'm like, oh God. Well,
God.
Miss, when you make a deal with the devil, it always comes back to bite you. And
but
you
you
pay the
you want to know the reason I think the reason why this story can be so fun is because if you go back, the Miz and Bo Dallas was a tag team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mhm.
And for the people that don't know how they broke up, it's because one of them they got released, whatever the case may be.
Yeah. What
So,
Curtis Axel?
yeah. So, I think this could be a fun story going forward.
We do too. Sometimes, anyway. and
Sometimes you're right.
sometimes Triple H could be chapping my lips with some of the stuff he be doing, especially what he do later on I'm like, these was two. And
Is you talking about the women?
yeah. I'm like,
Oh
so
God.
I'm like, oh my God.
Mm.
I'm like, really? All right. I'm like, all right, Triple H. Me and you gonna have to have a WrestleMania match. I don't care. You got a defibrillator. You're gonna get your tights. I'm gonna get some onesies or whatever. We're gonna fight at
The
WrestleMania, bro.
onesies.
Oh my God.
Not the onesie.
He said to me, Cody Rhodes is the best.
Cody Rhodes is the best. I mean,
We'll see Saturday.
I mean, yeah, hey.
We'll see.
So, but yeah, remember, you gotta remember too, this was when the Y6 formed. Remember, they went after the Miz, and he showed in the video package, he went after the Miz because of what happened between him and Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel.
Yep.
So, you right about that. That's what makes this storyline fun with the Miz, because we got the actual built-in story with it.
mm-hmm.
But we cut back to the ring, with Joe Tessitore and them promoting some stuff, and he gets interrupted by Kevin Owens. So I started like that because this is effectively his promo time, and he will come through the crowd and he said, "You want to know what I think is funny? Where's my promo at? Where's my interview at, Joe Tessitore? You want to sit here? Everybody wants to be friends with Cody Rhodes." And he just like berates Joe Tessitore for not giving him an interview like he did Cody Rhodes. He said everybody wants to be Cody Rhodes' friend. Everybody want to kiss his butt. The Rock want to kiss his butt. He all these other people. And then he says like, how Cody Rhodes uses his friends. He uses friends and then he betrays them. But he said that's okay because he's gonna he's gonna beat Cody Rhodes and become the rightful WWE champion. He even tells Joe Tessitore, he said, "I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but you making me miss Michael Cole, but he too busy kissing Pat McAfee's butt to be here." I'm like, Jesus, everybody caught some strays in that promo. But then he goes back on the tirade about Cody Rhodes, and then he stops because who's behind Joe Tessitore, Wade Barrett? Matthew McConaughey. And he gets to go on jaw jacking with Matthew McConaughey. And if you pay attention, you can hear what Matthew McConaughey was saying to him. He was calling Kevin Owens a crybaby and stuff like that. And that was only because they were so close. Kevin Owens was so close to him with the mic that his voice was actually coming through the mic. And you can hear him say, he said, "You're nothing but a crybaby. You're just a crybaby." He said, "Yeah." He said, "You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna beat Cody Rhodes at the Royal Rumble like the Ohio State beat your what's his team called?" He said
Notre Dame.
I can't. He said the Buffalo Horns or something like that. It was some type of. I can't remember his team, but I know he said that like Ohio State beat his team, and he got the boos from the crowd, and then he was getting ready to jaw jack some more, but Jimmy Uso's song music would cut on, and I like how he got in the ring. He's like, "No, cut the music, cut that horrible music." He said, "Like, what do you want? Like, what are you doing out here? What do you want?" And Jimmy Uso just said, "You talk too much," and he starts a brawl with Kevin Owens, and then would get the fighting. But then he was a good way to go for a splash. Kevin Owens would grab the belt, roll out the ring, and then Jimmy would say, "Where you going, Kev? Don't run now," because he challenged Kevin Owens to a match, which did get a main official for the main event, which is a good thing for Jimmy because he got the actual main event spot, but only because it had something to do with Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes, I guess. But hey, still a win for Jimmy. He got his wins a win. But it was a pretty good promo, and I like that Jimmy. All jokes aside, I do like that he got the main event spot. It helps elevate him, especially since they had a good match. So, huh? Oh.
I was reading the comment and I didn't want to say nothing. I was saying Roman.
Oh, okay.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
he
Roman.
said Roman Reigns or Solo. I say Solo. I say Solo because Solo should have won out on the debut of Netflix. I say Solo.
Exactly, but
We know how Triple H did. He protected Roman Reigns
Bro,
and
we never
Rhea
know.
Ripley. For the life of me, I don't understand why he protected them, but hey, it is what it is, right?
Those the money makers.
Shane, what did you think about the Kevin Owens promo?
Kevin Owens is underrated as a heel. He's my champion until otherwise. It's Kevin Owens. I mean, what more can you say? I think Kevin Owens is one of the best as a heel, or even as a face. I just think Kevin Owens is underrated, in my opinion. Um, but I mean, did you see the shirts that he been wearing lately? Oh my
Oh yeah,
God,
especially the one he wore. I didn't know what it was that he wore to the ring in the main event until Joe Tessitore said what it was. I was like, oh, he a butthole for that one. He a butthole. He a butthole.
it's a KO, man.
I
He right
like
now
it
on
though.
fire.
Like I like it because he don't wear his shirts to the ring. He wears shirts to taunt the person he's in the match with.
Yup, yup.
So I'm like, that's actually unique. That's something that you don't really see heels
Don't
do.
see. Mm-mm.
So I'm like, oh, that's unique. That's a good psychological
That's what I like about Kevin Owens.
thing for Kevin Owens. Yeah. Did you have more or that was it?
No, that was it was. I mean, it's KO. You know what I mean? You can't go wrong with KO on the screen.
All right, all right.
I'm
You
just gonna say this: it's Kevin Owens, so of course his promos are gonna be good. But I'm still gonna say this, Shane. Cody Rhodes is my champion until otherwise. Until K, until until KO beat him on Saturday. If he beats him on Saturday, then
It ain't
Cody
happening.
Rhodes is
I
my
know.
champion.
I know. It's just the only reason I just say that it's just cool to see the Eagle belt and get some
Right.
type of limelight. You know
You're
what I
right.
mean? So shout out to KO. You know what I mean for making this a fun angle. But
right.
it's also right. Everything they say about Cody Rhodes, he's right. I don't care. He's right. He's right
And what
about
great
it. You
and
Well,
what great
I everything he said about Roman Reigns and everything is right. I don't know about Cody Rhodes,
right.
but the one thing I will say he is right about when it comes to Cody Rhodes is that he's right about like the betrayal part. Cause I'm like, come on, like whether it was intentional or not, that is a betrayal to Kevin Owens. Because Kevin Owens your best friend. If you're my best friend, I know the person that trying to get me to team up with him, or I'm considering teaming up with, try to destroy my best friend and destroy his livelihood. Why would I team up with that guy? Especially if
Mm-hmm.
that guy was a guy who was ruling the job with an iron fist and we had to take him down. It's like, come on, man, I'm not about to do that. I'm not about to do that. But hey, they try to make it seem like that's a delusional thing for Kevin Owens. And that's why I said from the beginning, I didn't like how that one promo where Cody Rhodes tried to insinuate that this was more about jealousy and everything. It wasn't about him teaming up with Roman Reigns. I'm like, no, it's definitely about you teaming up with Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns, yeah.
Like I don't know why they wrote that for him like that, because it was like, no, this definitely is about that, because it's like you're ignoring the fact that Roman Reigns basically did try to kill. He ran Kevin Owens over with a golf cart.
Exactly.
I was like, come on, they try to destroy Kevin. But we get backstage with Nick Aldis with Carmelo Hayes, and Carmelo Hayes once found out that Jimmy will be facing Kevin Owens. He's trying to confront Nick Aldis about it was supposed to be Jimmy and Carmelo, but he said, you know what? Things happen. I understand. I know we told you it was going to be, you and Jimmy, but you and Jimmy will be next week. and that he said, but because you are ready to go and everything, I still got a match for you against our newest SmackDown superstar. And for all intents and purposes, no, it's not the Miz. It's another new SmackDown superstar. And he's like, he said, and he said, well, who is he? He's like, 'cause I don't trust you. I want to see the person because you keep trying to put me in these blind matches with somebody and all that type of stuff. So I want to see the person. He said, well, you stick around. He'll be here shortly. He's like, yeah, because I'm gonna stick around. I'm gonna tell him I'm gonna put him in his place and all that type of stuff. And I'm like, oh god, I can't wait to see who this is because he's talking good cash right now. But before that, we get to the second match of the night, which is Piper and Chelsea Green versus Michin and B-Fab. I still don't like Michin's ring gear. I still think she needs to return to how she was back in NXT. It fits her character more. It fits her music more. But I guess not. But somebody giving us weird feedback right now. Yeah, okay. But yeah, so I still don't like Michin's ring gear. But I like how the way this match went though. This was a pretty good match. I like that the little thing they did beforehand where Piper opened the door and she was still, you could tell she was in ring gear and her little Secret Service gear for Chelsea Green and stuff. And I like Chelsea Green's outfit. I do. It's like an American flag version now she wears of her outfit, so it fits her character. It does. The match was good. I like that Chelsea still plays. She's more serious now, but she still got that goofy parts of her matches. But now she's more serious too. And other points, she's more down. She's more wrestling than she do the goofy stuff. But it's part of her character, so she finds time. They find time for her to play that goofy part while now making her more serious. I like B-Fab getting some screen time here. She definitely has improved. I didn't know she was training in the Heart Dungeon for one. I did not know that. I think they said that on last week's episode that she's been training with Natalia in the Heart Dungeon. I'm like, okay. I thought the Heart Dungeon was closed, but I guess they reopened it for B-Fab. But hey, she's definitely improved. I would like for them to present her more like they did in that tournament where she was more of a powerhouse. And they kind of displayed that a little bit here, but they displayed more athleticism in this match than her powerhouse one, like they had her before. Because she was taking down people with power moves and stuff like that. And I think that fits her. Considering that she's taller in stature compared to the other women. Because I ain't know compared to Michin, she was taller than Michin. I'm like, oh, okay. But fun fact, she's from Cincinnati, Ohio, too. I did not know that.
Yep.
But the match itself was cool. Piper and Chelsea did their thing. They got some good offense in. I like the little back and forth with her, with Chelsea and Michin, where they reversed each other's finishers. She reversed Michin's eat the feet into the unpretty her, but then she reversed the unpretty her. They have some good offense in there, but I'm liking the fact that Michin got the victory over Chelsea Green by pinning her with the eat the feet towards the end. But like I said, and that B-Fab got some offense in there too as well. I could tell they slowed down just a little bit on the Chelsea Green and Piper storyline, where you could tell they was building towards an eventual babyface turn for Piper. They slowed down just a little bit, but it's still there in the background, the forefront.
Right.
But yeah, Michin and B-Fab gets the victory here, and we will see them a little bit later. But oh yeah, I see what's coming up next. Anyway, Shane, what do you think about this match? Since it got your girl Chelsea.
The match was decent. Michi, come here. That eat the feet needs to get executed, brother.
Or she needed to use the Styles Clash. I rather her
Yeah,
style
something,
class.
something. Cause that eat the feet. Listen, the only person that got that move off is Gail Kim, and she was
Hmm.
great at it.
And she was great at it.
It's floppy because of who you in the ring with. I'm not saying Chelsea Green is bad, but what I'm saying is it takes some time for that move to connect. It's
Right.
not an easy move to do. Nah, she gotta get rid of that. It's not looking good. Other than that, the match was decent. B fan got some screen time. Thank God. Um, she looks like she could become a star if they play the cards right. She got the fun. She got the little walk. She got the little attitude. She look like she can. She look like she can be a she could play a big part in that mid card division if she gets booked right.
Yeah.
But she needs to be a heel. I don't see her as a baby face too long.
No,
They
no.
don't.
If anything, I see her becoming a heel once she win the title, or maybe if she win the title and lose the title.
Uh, Something like that. 'Cause
Yeah.
I mean, her attitude to me reminds me of a little bit of Mercedes Moné in the AEW version.
Mm.
The swag, the full coat and all that, the flashy. Yeah. If
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna if we're gonna do that, let's go all the way with that character.
All right. All right. Jeff, you got anything to add to that?
Mm-mm.
All right. uh, well, we get a follow up on the Carmelo Hayes promo from earlier where he's still in there and Nick all this talking crap, and then Nick always like, oh, well, here he is. You hear a door open and close, and then you see Carmelo turn around like, nah, for real, like nah, and then the person coming in the frame is Damian Priest.
Damian Priest.
Damian Priest is another new person coming to SmackDown, and he said he like, you for real, like, are you serious? He like, oh yeah. He said, Damian Priest, this is Carmelo Hayes, and he was just wondering if you would be if you want to have a match with him later on tonight. He was like, he was trying to say no, no, no. He was trying to go like, no, no, that ain't what I was. He was like, no, no, yeah, I don't have. He said, I'll be glad to do that because I'm ready to work and I'm ready to punish. And he was like, what? Carmelo was like, what? He was like, well, there you go, Carmelo. Carmelo just looked at him like, man, he got mad. He was sorry. He had to go up against Damian Priest. But it actually kind of worked out for him because that was a good match between the two. I like that. They worked well together. But then yeah, okay. We got a video package for one man Charlotte Flair, who
Oh my
Oh.
uh, amongst other things, I checked out of her promo so much, but the main thing about it was she said she's back. I don't know why she looks the way she looks. She looks weird. Like about the face, like they put tan on her face. Like, why does she look like
Yes,
she's
I seen a
tan?
picture of her. Yes.
I'm like, why do they look like they giving her the Carmella like promo? I'm like, what
The
is going
Carmella.
on?
Yes.
What is going on?
And
But
that's what I thought of.
yeah, so she announced that she's back and she's gonna be in the Royal Rumble.
oh my God.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
hold on, wait, before you go any further, you spoiled the surprise? WWE.
Hey, they
What?
spoiled the surprise. Because
You
we
know
had
why they
Why?
did? You know why they did that, right? Because they watched us and they took your advice. They was like, "Oh yeah, Shane was right. We really haven't promoted the women's Royal Rumble like that." So now all of a sudden we just got full steam at all these women declaring themselves for the women's Royal Rumble.
Yeah, like what?
wow.
And all that, I'm just joking, but in all actuality, they just realized, yeah, we are reaped out from the Royal Rumble, and we only have been promoting the men's Royal Rumble. So we need to just get this need to be the week of the women's talking about them declaring for the Royal Rumble. So now we got all these women, and especially in this next segment after Charlotte Flair, she just kicked off the irritating segments of the night with her declaring for the Royal Rumble, and that leads into what I was mentioning, which is a whole slew of women just declaring themselves for the Royal Rumble. First thing that irritated me about this next segment: why is it we using Tiffany for this? Tiffany was literally there for no reason.
Right.
I swear she was there for no. She was there talking to basically to boost about herself being champion and talking about how whoever wins the Royal Rumble will be on Tiffy time.
Yep.
Which, if you look at the dots here, she immediately went on after Charlotte, and she was saying whoever wins will be on Tiffy time. So I'm like, if you're a smart betting man, Triple H was trying to tease Charlotte and
T Charlotte versus Tiffany at for WrestleMania.
so
You already know.
I guess that's why she went first in this segment. And then whose music would hit to interrupt her? It's not somebody on the SmackDown Raw. It wasn't B-Fan trying to take her shot. It wasn't Chelsea or Piper or somebody that's it wasn't Elektra Lopez. Hell, it wasn't even Roxanne Perez. We pull a reverse of Monday Night Raw. This time, instead of Nia Jax interrupting Rhea, it's Rhea interrupting Tiffany. I'm like,
oh God,
what? Why are you here?
Why? What's the point?
Unless you like, I'm like, you're not here in. She was in ring gear, so I mean, she wasn't here to talk to Nick Aldis about the trade. She was in ring gear.
Just here to fight.
It was going to be a dark match later on, which it wasn't. I'm just stalling for dramatic purposes. But she comes out and tells Tiffany that, you know, I know you new around here and you just became champion and stuff, but I'm champion too. So she basically alluded that she could also be the person that gets chosen for whoever wins the Royal Rumble.
So she came out just to say that.
FYI, they already spoiled that she won't have a match at the Royal Rumble. Because Joe Tessitore said, yeah, she'll get to sit back and watch and observe who wins the Royal Rumble. I'm like, oh God. Okay, so we just giving away Royal Rumble stuff. Anyway, so then she's interrupted by Nia Jax. I'm like, so we're just gonna keep running back. Okay.
Keep running back to Nia Jax.
Okay. So we
she should, because she got a match the next night. So
right. This was appropriate. I give them that. So she said, I don't know why she catching strays out here. Because she's talking about she's gonna beat Rhea Ripley and stuff like that. But they said and then she talked about how she's gonna also enter the Royal Rumble herself and win and then beat Tiffany as well. So she wants to have both belts. I'm like, so
God, no.
Now we definitely know that Nia's losing 3 times in a row. So it's like, okay. Oh wow. Oh, this could use a lot more tact. Then the next part is this was just, I ain't gonna lie, this was just so annoying. I don't know why it was mostly because of Naomi, but Bianca and Naomi would come out, and that little banter they kept having about them going into the Royal Rumble and winning the Royal Rumble. If you don't win, I win. That it got annoying so freaking fast. I was just like, if y'all don't hurry up and just announce that y'all gonna be in the Royal Rumble, why is we gotta talk about? Why is we taking this long for y'all to announce it? Y'all just talking about something. Oh yeah, if I win, well, if I don't win, you win, and you don't win. I'm like, Bianca, you way better than this on the mic, and you both are pissing me off right now. Hurry up.
Yeah.
But so yeah, and I just wanted to highlight that part. But yeah, they both just announced they're gonna be in the Royal Rumble and that they're gonna win. and they both made it seem like if they win, they'll go after Tiffany themselves. But then Liv Morgan, I'm like, so we couldn't do this Monday? She had nothing to do Monday
No,
but talk
no.
backstage with Dominic Mysterio. But now all of a sudden she want to come out and make. I'm like, oh God, we're doing this whole we're doing this before the brand split stuff where everybody we just doing stuff on one show but doing nothing important on the other show. I'm just like, oh God. Oh God! So she basically comes out, declares that she's going to win the Royal Rumble. She doesn't care about. She says she don't care about Nia or anybody else winning the Royal Rumble because she knows she's going to win it because she's going to have Raquel to help ensure that she wins the Royal Rumble, and that she basically says she's going to win the Royal Rumble and go on to WrestleMania. Now, granted, I would love for that to happen, but as me and Punch already established. They don't believe her for no to put butts.
And that's not gonna happen,
That's
regardless.
not gonna happen. They gonna get if anything, she gonna get her time to shine at SummerSlam because it's in her hometown. So,
Let's
but
hope.
they not about to let her win the Royal Rumble because then the only way they would be able to make it work, well, we got to put her up against Rhea, and then we got to have her at least beat Rhea at WrestleMania. But then we are scared if we do that, Rhea Ripley won't look as strong anymore. So we can't do that. So I'm like, oh God. So yeah, she just basically comes out and says she's gonna win, she's gonna do this and do that, and then in the middle of her promo, she gets headbutted by Rhea. Tiffany just gets her butt out of there. Ain't no security coming to stop the brawl. And then when we see Nick Aldis, he's like up the ramp past Tiffany. And then we go on commercial break. We can't even get the promo because when we come back for commercial break, we find out that the third match of the night will be what I call Team Rhea, which is Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, and Naomi versus Team Liv, which is Liv Morgan, Nia Jax, and Candice LeRae. And I forgot about that. Poor Candice LeRae was there, and she didn't get to say anything. She was just the henchman that was just there to go. Mm-hmm. she was running.
Yeah, she didn't get to say nothing.
Henchman. I'm like, oh
I
God.
think at this point, she's just happy to get screen time.
Right. I think she just happy to get screen time. And you know the crazy part? Her and Johnny Gargano is way better wrestler wise than anybody. Most of the people they're like, I'll say Motor City Machine Guns is good too, like Johnny Gargano, because they all train together. And Candice LeRae is better than Nia Jax and Rhea, and then when it comes to wrestling, and she gets relegated so bad. And I'm just like, oh no. But no, in hindsight, that whole promo just pissed me off. That was like, if anything, that was the one thing I took a point off from this show was that whole promo pissed me off because Tiffany was basically there to tease a possible feud with Charlotte. But otherwise, she was the only person I knew that wasn't going to be a part of the match because she wasn't in ring gear. Why did they have to give her platforms, all that? Her platform boots made me mad too. I'm like, she didn't really need all that. They be trying to make them look larger than life. And we know Tiffany is short as
Short.
Yeah, it's not like you do realize. I know Rhea is short too. Rhea is not tall. I've seen her in person. She's only about like 5'6", 5'7". Rhea is a short thing. But I know they just make them look larger than life. Anywho, Punch, what did you think about that promo? That whole
all of it, the match, the garbage. Get the trash can, my boy. Get the trash can because it was definitely that. It was definitely that. You mean this is why I say Saturday Night Main Event ruins this Royal Rumble. We focused on the men's Royal Rumble for so long. We damn near forgot about the women at all. I forgot the women even had the Royal Rumble this year, for real, for real. I thought it was going to be canceled. I ain't going to lie to you. I was like, No females? Yeah, okay.
I
Oh,
ain't forget. I ain't forget because of the elite and the fact that they kept teasing Charlotte.
The reason why I
Yeah.
say that, the reason why I say that is because it wasn't no build for them.
Hmm.
So you, as a fan outside looking in, if we didn't see the leaks or nothing, we'd be like, oh well, is there going to be a women's Royal Rumble this year? 'Cause
Right. If
I
it
don't know
was
what the hell's going on.
right, because we would have thought it would just be another match instead of the women's Royal Rumble.
That's, man, um, yeah, the match was garbage. I mean, we put
Well, I
why are
didn't
we
get
doing
to the match. I didn't get to the match yet.
oh, okay,
I
my
was
bad. The
still
match
just
was trash.
yeah.
It
The
was
match was
trash. The
the
promo was
match was
trash.
the promo was just all them talking was just horrible.
Promo was trash. So this is how we build the women's Royal Rumble in a week.
Waste of screen time. Waste of screen time.
That's a waste of time. Like what? They don't have a brawl. They don't have a
That's a
brawl.
waste.
And you mean to tell me after the brawl we go to a commercial and then when we come back be partners all of a sudden? What the hell just happened?
Yeah,
Y'all
then
was just
I was like, didn't Liv just say she was gonna beat Naya and stuff like that, and all of a sudden now they gotta be partners?
they gotta
Why
be
they put?
partners.
And then
Why?
and then just for all intents and purposes, like the match itself was like it was not I want to say for me it was just not it wasn't horrible, it wasn't just good, but I enjoyed it somewhat. I just didn't like that how it ended because it ended with Liv getting a victory over Bianca. And I'm like, oh God, Triple H, don't do that. Don't put Liv and Raquel in a tag team match against them.
Yup. And the tag team title match, yeah.
And then
Yep.
you're gonna use
Yo.
them to help facilitate this feud with Jade Cargill and stuff. I'm like, just don't. Just
Yep.
don't.
That's what's happening.
Yep.
That was stupid. That
That
whole sec- that
the
whole
first and then you realize this is the first time she got a victory in how long? Even and the bad part was even while she was champion, this is the first time she had a victory in so long.
from the match, from the promo to the match, throw the whole thing away.
Yeah, throw the whole
Shit,
thing away. The promo, the match, oh, it was just awful.
it's terrible. So you mean to tell me this is how we build into the women's Royal Rumble in a week? In a week. Really? That's all I say, Shaq. That's all I say. Having a mini pay-per-view close to your big pay-per-view don't make sense. And I
It
stand
don't.
by that.
It don't.
And I agree with that because you're gonna understand. You guys will understand why I agree with that when we get to the Saturday Night Main Event review. Because
Uh,
that was a waste of time.
that was that was ooh,
Ooh.
oh. No offense. I think I watched Collision most of the time.
I probably if I wasn't doing something else, I probably would have watched Collision more than that. But anywho,
I watched Collision.
you'll understand when we get there. When I talk about it, you'll understand how I feel about it. But just know it's not good. But yeah, both the match and that promo was just trash. We got the match.
Trash.
The match was made off air. The promo going into it was just horrible because we had Tiffany, Candice, and Naya, which is SmackDown superstars, joined and Bianca and Naomi joined by two Raw stars who had no business being on the show. Can somebody please tell me what was the point of Liv, Raquel, and Rhea being on SmackDown? What was the point of that? You mean to tell me you got so many women on the SmackDown roster, you couldn't find somebody to be partners with Bianca and them that was SmackDown? You couldn't find
First of all,
you couldn't find a heel. You had Tiffany right there, so she could have suited up and be partners with Bianca and Naomi, and you could have found a heel back there to team up with Nia and them, and you could have had a 6-woman tag that way.
why is we building the women's Royal Rumble on SmackDown in the first place?
I told you
It wasn't.
they doing like when they didn't have a brand split where one show just nothing really important happens, it just replays of matches and stuff, and then the other show just where we do all the important announcements and all the important stuff.
Dude, this women's Royal Rumble match, it has the most conflicted storylines into this into it. At
It
least
does.
with the men's Royal Rumble, at least we know Drew, Seth, and Kevin hates Cody, Roman, and whatever. And Seth, them three hate them three, and you know what I mean. We could get all types of mixture stories here. The women don't have none of that.
No.
Absolutely none of that. None of
And
that.
Jay
It's
and
not
Jay wants that
exciting.
and Jay wants that title, and you're not gonna get it.
Yeah,
The women's Royal Rumble don't have nothing. They don't even have nothing to look forward to. I'm not even excited. I'm,
I'm not
AJ
excited
Lee,
for Royal Rumble.
AJ Lee
I'm
gonna be
still,
the only
I'm still,
person.
I still am because if the leaks are
No,
true, the Royal
Not
Rumble
not
matches are going to be good.
not
I
for the
just don't
women
like
though.
I
Not for the
don't like
women
they,
though.
huh?
I said not for the women though, but we'll get to that.
I mean, the women's are definitely going to be good because it's going to be better than the men's. They got more surprise entrance than on the men's. The men's is just going to be
yeah, but
basic.
yeah,
But
yeah.
it don't seem like it.
Hold
Yeah,
on,
I
wait.
mean, if you look at who all supposed to be there, that's more surprise entrance
Oh
Hold
than
on.
yeah, we know.
anybody on the men's side. The men's side maybe got like one or two surprise entrants. The women's got
That's
at
a shit.
least the women got at least, well, Charlotte was one. So now you take Charlotte out of it. Now it's only like, because she made like four. I think it's
Yeah,
only like three. It's maybe like
yeah,
You wanna
three.
know? You wanna know why the men's Royal Rumble don't need any guest surprises? Because you have the
you have
stars already.
stories. Yes, you have
You
stories.
have the stars. You have the drama. You have the story. You have everything in that men's Royal Rumble. For years, we've been overbooking the Royal Rumble with legends. And I can respect Triple H for using the locker room for the Royal Rumble. I can respect that because over the years with Vince McMahon, we have been overly booking the Royal Rumble with a bunch of legends.
I
It's a
hate that.
fact.
I hate that. I hate that.
Triple
Like
H and a lot of people was complaining like, oh, there's surprises. No, it shouldn't be because you got a locker room full of men already. There's no need for it. And now this year, you got a whole bunch of storylines going into this Royal Rumble. This maybe a surprise or two, but you don't need to overly book the Royal Rumble with legends just to sell the Royal Rumble.
but look at this.
Now,
And plus and now that WWE is working with TNA, you know, you you can build some stories around that too.
exactly. But for the women, they need surprises because there's no build up.
Trash.
There's no build.
The women's division's trash. I hate to say it,
There's
but it's trash.
there's nothing that's gonna make me say, "Oh man, this is gonna be." I'm not saying the Royal. I'm not saying the women's Royal Rumble is not gonna be good. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm
Mm-mm.
saying is there's no hype to it like the men's Royal Rumble because there's nothing built towards it.
It's basically going to have to
Listen,
tell its story in the ring.
self.
Ho-
That's why
Hopefully
they got
Monday
the
and Friday is
surprise.
better. Where hopefully Monday and Friday it's to where they actually hype it up because as of right now, I
They're
just
gonna
say I just say garbage.
they're gonna
It's gonna be
they're
garbage.
gonna put all the women in the ring and they're gonna have a mini battle royal.
That's all it's gonna be.
Yeah. And then they gonna do the same thing on SmackDown.
They're gonna have a tag match like after the battle royal. I'm like, what? Like, what's going on? Like, no, it's nothing exciting about it. Like, don't get me wrong. I think the women are going to do great, hands down. but it's nothing like as a fan, you want to get excited for them. You want to get hyped for them. You want them to be a draw at some point in the future.
Mm-hmm.
I
None
feel
of
sad.
that's happening. None of that's
I feel
happening.
sad. I feel sad for the female fans because like what do they got to look forward to for the women's division? To be honest,
Exactly.
what?
True,
But Charlotte winning the title every time. Um, Rhea winning the title. Who else? Becky. I don't even put Bianca in there. Bailey.
Yup. Yup.
As much as Bianca is my favorite female superstar, I gotta say this. I'm tired of seeing her with the title, just like Roman. Roman. I'm tired of seeing him with the championship. He's my favorite men's superstar, and I'm tired of seeing him with the title. And they
Nah,
do it over and over and over again. Like, damn, you got other superstars.
exactly. There you go.
I'm just saying, Finn Balor. Uh, who else?
We all gonna be gray head by the time they put the belt on Finn Balor at this point.
Exactly.
No,
Exactly.
They dragging their heels on putting him to put the
no,
belt
we're gonna
on
be more
him.
gray headed with Jey Uso than we are Finn Balor. Is Finn
Oh,
Balor gonna win the title
we'll
before
get
Jey
to that
Uso?
later. Oh, we'll get to that in a minute. Ooh,
Mm.
boy.
Mm. Yeah, yeah. Let's keep going.
Nah, what the person? Nah, where's Shay at? She can't ring it.
Mm. Nah, she couldn't make it. She can never make it on the Sundays because that's like her only day off.
Why? All right, yeah, yeah. Respect. Nah, matter of fact, I'm gonna hit on the buzz at like, damn, I told
But so this is where it kind of made me mad with Michin. And then this is why I said I didn't like the fact that Cody Rhodes segment on Saturday Night Main Event took up a spot because after Liv Morgan beats Bianca Belair and stuff, we get to Michin and B-Fab confronting Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, where it's revealed that Michin will have a Women's United States Championship match next week on Friday Night SmackDown.
you. Oh God.
But
God.
you had a slot open for Saturday night's main event, but you wanted to use that slot for Cody Rhodes' promo.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep.
But it should have been on Saturday night's main event.
Mm-hmm.
But all right. But no, I'm happy that she got the match. I'm just happy that we wasted Saturday night's main event, fifth match for Cody Rhodes promo, where it wasn't even that long. It wasn't even that long. But I guess it is what it is. But yeah, they just told her that she better watch her back, or the math is finally mathing. The reason why she lost this time because Michin had somebody that got her back, and now it's even. It's 2-on-2 until Piper said, "You know what? We got to get a bigger security detail." And we did get a little preview of that later on in the night. I called it, and I think it was in. I think when we finally get back to the Miz looking for help and looking for friends, we see Piper. And one I can't remember is one of the Miz later promos where we see Piper talking to Blair Davenport. And I'm like, okay, all right. I'm like,
Mm.
I see you snuck that in there, Triple H. I called it. They
That's
had
gonna be
I only called it because they had to readjust the camera because the way the cameraman was positioned, Miz was covering it, so he had to like move
yeah.
over so we could see it. And I was like, oh, okay. That's why he moved over because they wanted to show us that she was back there talking to Blair. Which I'm like, see, why didn't Blair? You had a heel right there. Blair Davenport could have teamed up with Nia Jackson now. Why was she not used?
Nope.
Why couldn't we go find
Thinking.
some? Why couldn't we just use Tiffany and Blair Davenport? You got your 3 SmackDown women going against each other. Why do we have to have an out of place Raw super? All right. Then we get to the fourth match, which is Johnny Gargano versus Apollo Crews. Now I'm just like, good for Apollo Crews. He finally gets some screen time. Like
Bruh.
it's like we gotta do something with Apollo Crews. We went and fired his partner, so he just sitting there in the ether now, don't know what to do. So
Dude, that Nigerian gimmick that Apollo Crews had was the best run he probably had.
yeah, that
You
was.
said the way what? You said
Huh?
the way gimmick?
Oh, the Nigerian
Nigerian
gimmick.
gimmick.
Oh yes, yes. With when he had what's his face? He had
Yeah,
what's his face with him?
What's his Dabo? I forgot his name.
Oh,
Dabo.
I don't know. The dude that was on
The Raw Underground.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he's in
That
another
was the best. That was the best run Apollo Crews had.
Yes, it was.
yeah,
'Cause he actually was good as a heel.
as a heel,
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, this was cool. I like that he got some screen time. We finally see him in a match in how long? I think the last match he was in a tag team match with Andrade, and I think they lost.
Right. Too long.
But and we will see Andrade later on too. Um, but no, this was a fun match between Johnny Gargano and Apollo Crews. They went back and forth a little bit, whatnot. Um, it was fun. Like I said, kudos for Apollo Crews to get some screen time. Motor City Machine Guns will make their presence known, which is why I say good for Apollo Crews, because the distraction allowed Apollo Crews to get a roll up on Johnny Gargano. Considering that Johnny Gargano was working over Apollo Crews' arm the whole match to the point where he was pretty much dead. It was pretty much like a dead arm, and he couldn't do much. But he would get the roll up victory over Johnny Gargano. And because Apollo Crews took a weird angle to roll out the ring, Tommaso Ciampa was able to catch and kick him out the ring. I'm like, I think the whole point is you're supposed to roll out the ring real quick so he can't catch you, but he caught you anyway and kicked the hell out of you. So I'm like, okay. But yeah, it was a fun match. I liked it. It was all right. I like that Apollo Crews got a victory here. I really do. Punch, what do you think about it?
I I just seen Apollo get the roll up. I ain't even really see the whole match.
No, you didn't see it.
Nah, I just see the Apollo got the roll up, and I was like, oh, okay, good for him. I mean, cool. What's next? That's the question. Apollo Crews is so talented, but it's like, yo, what? Uh, my boy. Oh man, go to TNA. I think he'll do great things over there. Seriously, I really do. I think he'll be better over there than he would on the main roster because he's really not getting used, and it's sad because he's really talented.
Yeah, yeah. I think he would do good over there too, because he like you say, he's talented. He's a great superstar, a great athlete. Just sad that he's not really getting no real screen time. Uh oh, but then my boy Jacob for the save. Cause I was out. The Johnny Gargano match kind of got me back in the mood after that whole Rhea and Liv promo stuff. But then Jacob comes on with his promo. I'm like, I love watching Jacob just talking. He be sound like he ready to whoop ass, bro. My brother said, "Oh yeah, my low." He said, "Gonna come out there." And he said, "But he
I
said."
mean,
He said Braun Strowman. It's like Godzilla versus King Kong. He said, but hell, you ain't Godzilla or King Kong.
okay, cool. Cause I'm both.
Because I'm both. He said they ain't
Anybody
built
don't.
no building like me. He
Anybody
said LA
don't know.
Knight, huh?
I was about to say if anybody didn't know that promo, that was he used that promo at NW in NLW when he was
Oh,
going against
okay.
I forgot the dude name. So that was definitely a good throwback right there for people that don't know.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. All
I
right.
was hyped when he said that.
Yeah, that's why it had so much flair to it. Dig. It was something he already used. It was. I love the delivery of it. Yeah, I love how they bring in L.A. Knight, and he said my boy Tonga's gonna bring it where, and he said, and Tonga was like, where everybody's saying, yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
like, and then if you listen, you heard the crowd chanting and with him. I'm like, good crowd. That's a good crowd. Y'all did y'all thing. Y'all was supposed to chant. Cause that boy had a whole country chanting, yeah, yeah, yeah. Y'all, we got to
That
keep that going.
that should be Jacob Fatu entry. He should talk first, and then the music hits after.
He do. Cause remember he did that for Saturday Night Main Event too. He did a
So
whole. I think
I'm not
they
saying
go do that every time now, and that I'm with it.
I'm raw, uncut with it. I'm off the scale with it. My man said I'm all gas, no brakes with it. I said,
Mm-hmm.
oh, my man was spitting bars, bro. What you mean?
Yeah, yeah, he would. And for those who don't know, he's talking about Saturday Night's Main Event entrance when he did that.
Yeah, that
But
was yo, just oh
Yo,
man,
yo, that whole promo was fire. If you didn't see that promo, you gotta go and watch it.
yeah,
'Cause it was
if you
fire.
ever see that promo, that's the promo he gave before he did his entrance against Braun Strowman. But this I like how he did it for Jacob Fatu, and then it like the good thing about it too was that on Saturday Night Main Event when Jacob's entrance and stuff, it was the reverse because he remember Jacob started first for Tama Tonga, then Tama Tonga finished it before Tama Tonga's match. But on
mm,
Saturday Night Main Event, Tama Tonga started first, and then Jacob finished it, and then they went
um
out for Jacob's match. So
for
they switched roles.
for Jacob Fatu, he's it, man. He's it. It's him, man. Listen, if I was creative right now, I'll say, yo, we gotta put a belt on him immediately.
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 Got it. There's no, there's no, there's, there's nothing wrong about he got it. He looks the part. He can talk. He
He
can
plays the
wrestle.
part.
You got every. What's your one chip? You know, like JBL said, if he can build WWE needs to be built around Randy Orton. Well,
Mm-hmm.
goddamn it, Jacob Fatu needs to be in the front. Jacob Fatu needs to be in the front. 'Cause he has it, man. I don't. I can't say nothing bad. He just a superstar written all over. I, he should have been solo, but
Bruh, who did Jacob Fatu remind you of from back in the day?
He got that charisma like Macho Man for real. Cause I love to hear him talk. So and that
That's
when
what
I
I was
think
getting ready
about
to say.
somebody back in the day, that reminds me of Macho Man and
Macho
maybe
Man.
Shawn Michaels too. Macho Man and
mm,
Shawn Michaels. They both had that charisma. That's why, like, when Shawn Michaels was a part of DX, he was like him and Triple H was like my favorite part because they both Triple H is the same too, so I'll put Triple H in there as well. Like I love to hear them talk when they do their promos because you know they're gonna say something fire and something like to get you hyped.
when when Jacob speaks, I listen. I'm scared of that man.
No,
Yo, why you yelling at me? Why you yelling? What's going on?
right.
Nah, hell no.
I told you I like that. I like that promo where I don't know. It was last week or the week before when they beat up everybody and then the security guard was trying to pull him out the building. He said, "Y'all better worry about your wife right now. There ain't no way in hell you gonna get me up out this building." I'm like,
Oh yeah, yeah,
all right, it was so quick yet effective and simple. My man just said, "Y'all life is in danger. You trying to pull me up out this building." And then
bruh.
LNA just come and pull him out the building. I'm like,
The first time I heard Jacob talk was when he did when he went through security. when he went through security and knocked him out.
Yeah.
I'm just like, bro. I'm like, this man is something serious. Gonna be something serious in
Bro,
WWE.
Jacob was always like, even in the indie, he
Yes,
was always a
yes,
mic.
he's
I
always
mean,
been like that. But for the people that don't know,
yeah,
they better pay attention right now,
yeah,
cause
I got something.
cause it's showing his true
Jacob
colors
Five
from
Two,
where he was in the Indies.
Jacob 5'2" is one of them ones. There's no other way around it. He's one of them ones. He's
Bruh,
one of
and then,
them.
yes, he's one of them ones.
I will tell Triple H myself, yo, scratch everything that you got going into WrestleMania. That man need to be in the main event. I don't care how we do it. We just need to do it. We just need to. We just need to put Jacob in the main event somehow, some way.
You know he's not about to do
Jacob,
that.
Bro,
Jacob got to
he's the
earn his
former
stripes.
champion.
He got to earn his
No, no,
stripes.
no,
he
no,
gotta
no,
earn
no,
his
no,
right.
no. I'm not saying that. Of course, I'm just saying
No, they gon'
he got the.
no, they gonna put the title on him soon.
Oh no, I'm not saying they're gonna put him on soon, but put
They
him in
gonna
the
put
main
it.
event of WrestleMania. They got nah, bro.
Look, they
Earn his
gonna put it
stripes.
on him before they put it on Solo.
Yeah,
Jay
most
and
definitely.
Jay and Jacob gonna have it before Solo.
Yes,
That
shoot.
Most definitely.
and we could
Look,
just
look,
talk about
look.
how long it's gonna take for Jay to get it.
Tonga and Tonga Loa gonna have it before him, and they in the tag team. Just
Yeah,
saying.
yeah,
Yeah. But speaking of which, we go when we transition from Jacob to the actual fifth match of the night, which is Tama Tonga versus LA Knight, which was a good match. I ain't gonna lie, that was a pretty good match for Tama Tonga
yeah.
and
They
LA
fought
Knight.
a lot, so
From what I've
Yeah,
seen, yeah, it was.
it was good. They went back and forth. Of course, you got big minutes and Jacob just sitting there like a shark circling around prey. He just sitting there waiting for something to jump off. I'm like, bro, I'll be so nervous wrestling against Tama Tonga because I'll be looking like this man just ready to destroy me. He got killer in his eyes. Like I would not want to
Hmm.
go. Like you know how they be on like in the lumberjack match where they don't want to get thrown on the outside. I feel like that
Hmm.
was just
yeah.
Jacob standing there. I don't want to go on the outside. He's just gonna hurt me really bad.
Mm-mm.
Like he looked like I love, but the thing I love about Jacob is his facial expression. You could look at him and be like, "Yeah, this man's just about to hurt me like really bad." Like I feel the pain coming. Like you look at him, you just know he's about to do something that's gonna hurt you. You just gonna be sitting there for days. I was like, "Ow, ow." Like he ain't had to do that.
Yo, especially when he talk, right? He just sounds believable. I wouldn't even
Right,
care if Jacob lost 1,000 times. He still sounds believable to me.
right. He sounds like he's gonna win the match.
He just sound like he's just yo man. He's just different, man. That's a different man. Y'all
Yeah,
Right,
got
he's
something
different.
special. Y'all
He's
got
but
something
different.
special.
the match was fun. I think Jacob did interfere a little bit for Tama Tonga, but in the end, LA Knight would get the victory over Tama Tonga. But it will be short lived because soon as he got that victory, before my boy could stand up the celebrate, he just got pulled out the ring. And exactly like I said, what I was afraid of happened. He just started beating on LA Knight. My boy pulled him through the table. He was just beating on. He was about to do some serious damage until Braun Strowman's music hits, and then he's just like, "Oh yeah." And I like, the one thing I like they added to Tama Tonga trying to stop Jacob from getting there. Tama Tonga and Jacob like, man, get off me, man. He put
Mm-hmm.
Tama Tonga clear
Off
so
me,
far
bro.
he was out the screen. We didn't even know what Tama Tonga went anymore. He was just out the
Okay.
screen. And then they get in the ring, they do their little stare down. Braun's like, yeah, you listen to them, you hear that? They ready for it. I'm ready, blah, blah, blah. And they clash for a little bit, but then Braun gets the better of him, and then Jacob finally gets the control of him. And that's the end of it. He you can hear Tom telling him, like, no, wait for tomorrow, blah, blah, blah. So he just smiling at Braun. And I'm like, oh man, hindsight is 2020 because Braun was in for some really bad. He was
Shoot.
in for so really bad. But to put an emphasis on that, what did you think about that match, Shane?
Oh, the match was cool. I mean, they fought many a time. So, um, Tonga Loa is definitely going to make a good mid Carter.
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely going to be a good mid Carter. He got the little yeah. You know what I mean? He's definitely going to make he's going to make a good impact in that mid card division. So I see nothing. I see nothing wrong with the match. I mean, LA not getting the win as he should.
Right, as he should.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Uh,
I think Tonga Loa would be fun.
okay.
For people that's getting worried, I think he's going to be just fine.
Oh yeah, Tonga Loa is gonna Tama Tonga is gonna be fine.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
Tonga.
Yeah, Tonga Loa. I hope he working on his craft while he recuperating.
That's
Right.
that's
While he's recovering.
And he probably botching his recovery. I mean, that man gonna be out for so long. They gonna be like, "What happened to Tonga Loa?" Every time he gets close to being well, he botches it somehow. Now he's
Bachaloa.
That man botched his injury so much. He's been injured for 2 years. He still haven't. It's been 2 years since that day War Games match. He keeps botching it.
I'm gonna come back on for Saturday Night Meet Fan. I gotta run and do something real quick.
No, yeah, go ahead. Jeff, you say you did see this a little bit. So from the little bit you were saying, what did you think about it?
That was a good match. To be honest, um, I'm glad that both of them is getting a push. You know, his brother's out, so it's just like why just have him sit at home or stand behind Jacob and Solo, and rather than I like how they're pushing him to
Mm-hmm.
be the star that he is, because low key, like Shane said, hey, he's gonna be a great mid card champion. I could see him with the United States Championship one day, or going over to Raw and being the Intercontinental Champion. And
Okay.
maybe one day he could be the World Champion.
Yeah, I
But
can see it. I can see him being world champion one day.
or I could see him when his brother come back. Both of them, being a
Tag team champion.
long time tag team championship, huh?
I was about to say tag team champions.
Yep, long term tag team champions. You know, defeat. Break New Day's record.
Ooh.
Possibly. You never know. It
Yeah.
could happen. You know how Triple H do.
Mm-hmm.
He likes to break records.
Yeah. This next part is where we find out what Raw would get from SmackDown. So, like I said, we found out that Damian Priest is on SmackDown now.
SmackDown.
We found out that The Miz is on SmackDown, but now we're about to find out who Raw got. So, speaking of The Miz is backstage talking to Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. And he's taking Nick Aldis' advice. He's gaslighting them up, talking about with the Marine, 7 or something like that. And he's talking to them, telling them, like, yeah, we could make big money. We could be a good team together. You guys is telling them with me, we'll be big. And he got them on their side. They with it. They want to work with the Miz and stuff like that. And then out of nowhere, here come Nick Aldis, like in some cartoon. Like he said, "Oh, excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt, but Grayson Waller and Austin Theory, I got some good news for you." Like just when the Miz sealed the deal with them, he like, "I got
We're
some
going to
good news
Raw.
for you. You guys going to Raw?" He was like, "What? We're gonna be on Raw?" They're like, "Yep, you're now officially Raw superstars." And you see the Miz like, "What?" he's like, "Yep, good luck to you guys." And he. I'm like, Nick is an ass.
Nick is
Why
an
did he
asshole.
do that? And then they were like, "Yeah, we're going to Raw." Like, hey, look, man. Look, man. I know we can still work together to make the Marine 7. We can still get paid. And the Miz is just sitting there like, "Oh no." And I think this might have been. Is either this one or the next one? The next time we see the Miz, this is where we see. I know. Was it this one?
Cross.
No, it's the next one where we got the little preview of Piper Niven and talking with Blair Davenport. It wasn't this one, it was the next one. It was the next time we see the Miz. But after that, we got a video package from Shinsuke Nakamura, who basically declared herself for the Royal Rumble. And then we get to the sixth match of the night, which is Damian Priest versus Carmelo Hayes. And this was a good one. This was good. I like I said earlier, Carmelo Hayes and Damian Priest work well together, especially, Carmelo's ways. Carmelo's a good seller. So he sold a lot of Damian Priest's moves. And that's what, and I like that. Eventually Carmelo's going to get his due. You could tell Carmelo and Io Sky went to Shawn Michaels' school of selling, because Shawn Michaels was a good person who could teach you how to sell moves, because he sold moves good. So it was that they worked well together. They had some back and forth. I love that Carmelo had some offense against him. He actually took it to Damian Priest, almost won a couple of times against Damian Priest. But in the end, SmackDown's newest star, Damian Priest, would get the victory over Carmelo Hayes. The only thing I will say, though, eventually, if we're gonna keep running this storyline where he keeps fighting everybody that's new that comes to SmackDown, he eventually needs to get a victory after a while. I do want him to finally get that leg up.
You talking about Carmelo Hayes?
Yeah, Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah.
I mean, I know he did get one. He did get that victory over Braun Strowman, but that was technically like a count-out victory. So I really don't count that as his victory over a new superstar that came to SmackDown, because it was a count-out victory, and Braun Strowman pretty much got himself counted out. But I mean, like an actual pinfall victory.
Yeah.
Did you see this match, or did you see any parts of it?
No.
Okay. Afterwards, we would get DIY, who's talking with Nick Aldis and them, and Nick Aldis get ready to tell them something, but they would get interrupted by the Motor City Machine Guns, who would tell them that they got a match for them. This is what Punch was alluding to earlier, that they got a match with them because they've been working so hard not to give them a match for the titles. But Nick Aldis has made it official that they will get a shot at the tag team titles at the Royal Rumble, which means if the leaks are true, then we got actually 6 matches instead of 5, if the leaks are true, because the leaks already had all 5 matches on there. So that means we got 4 singles. We got 4 singles or 9 Royal Rumble matches and 2 Royal Rumble matches. So that's 6 matches so far. That's if the leaks are true. But yeah, it will be they will have a shot at the Royal Rumble for the tag team titles, and it'll be a 2 out of 3 falls match. Then we get Damian Priest backstage, where he's being welcomed by Cody Rhodes, where Cody Rhodes just come up to him and be like, "SmackDown, huh?" He's like, "Yeah, I guess so." And then he just says, "Welcome to SmackDown," and just walks away. And then Damian Priest laughs and he turns and just said, "See you soon, champ." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So now he wants the WWE championship. That'll be a nice little thing. And then we get to Jimmy Uso. Now, this is the other promo with the Miz. Jimmy interacts. We see the Miz backstage talking with Andrade, and he's trying to recruit Andrade to his cause. And Andrade is like, "Yeah, I like that. I see your vision. I like it." He said, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, all right." He's like, "Yeah, let me go find someone." I said the Miz just having a horrible night. But this is also where you see in the background, you see Piper talking to Blair Davenport, and then he just and And then we go after Andrade leaves, he just looks and Jimmy Uso just come up and be like, yeet. And then he just the Miz was like, "What?" Oh, and he just walks away and upset. And then he runs into Carmelo, who's telling him who I think I forgot what he says to Jimmy, but it was something more on the lines of, "Oh yeah, it'll take more than 4 moves to beat Kevin Owens." And he said, and he told Jimmy tells Carmelo, he's like, "Yeah, but it's only gonna take 3 to beat you next week." And then he does the same thing like he did to the Miz. He goes, "Yeet." And Carmelo like, "Man, I know he ain't just do that." And then Jimmy gets ready to go out. He goes out to the ring, which we goes into the main event, which is Jimmy Uso versus Kevin Owens. But before Jimmy could even complete his entrance, Carmelo would come out and attack Jimmy, and they would get into a mini brawl to which they had to be separated. Which I'm like, which is a cool way to promote their match for next week. And then after they got separated, Jimmy just continued. They just played Jimmy's music again, and he continued to do his entrance and stuff, and he just quickly recovered. Kevin Owens come out, and that's like I said, we get our main event. That was I don't like when they do that, when they put a whole bunch of promos right before we get to the main event. I'm like, so we really just going to try to stick in these last little promos. It was like 3 promos before we got to the main event promo. I mean the main event.
Yeah.
So, but the main event was cool. It was cool. I think it went for like a good 10 and maybe between 10 and 15. Maybe if not, yeah, at max 15. But it was it was like the last chunk of the show. Him and Kevin did work well together. Jimmy did get put over. I like that. I like that Jimmy wasn't like an easy victory or easy beat for Kevin Owens. Jimmy took it to him. Jimmy was like the baby face that was sticking up for like the celebrity guest. In this case, Jimmy was the wrestler representation of Matthew McConaughey. And I like that when Kevin Owens came out, I forgot this part. Even before the match started, Kevin just got in the ring, and then he comes out. He said, Shane said he gives Smackdown a 5.5. All right. But yeah, I like how he just got out the ring and got up in Matthew McConaughey's face again, holding up the belt. He taunted both Joe Tessitore and Matthew McConaughey. I'm like, we just gonna keep doing it. We really seeing the petty side of Kevin Owens, but the match itself was good. It was pretty good. It was worthy of a main event. Jimmy took it to Kevin Owens, nearly almost beat him too. I still don't like that Jimmy is using the spear. I really don't, because I think we should differentiate Jimmy from Jay. I think Jay should. I think Jimmy should be using something else, maybe some moves out of Jeff Hardy's repertoire, out of somebody else's repertoire. Then Roman Reigns' spear, because then we just making Jimmy a carbon copy of Jay and Roman, and Jay is already a carbon copy of Roman because he uses Roman's spear. But we like that we're okay with that. But I'm not okay with Jimmy doing it too out of nowhere. But in itself, the match was good. I like it. Kevin Owens would get the victory over Jimmy. Then he would try to hit Jimmy with a package power driver on the announcer table. But Cody Rhodes would come out and they would begin to brawl where Kevin Owens, and then went back and forth until Cody Rhodes got the upper hand, and the show would just end with Kevin Owens getting beat down by Cody Rhodes. But I think if I'm correct, there's a video that shows what happened after that on WWE's YouTube page, and it just shows them continuing to brawl, and then they get separated, and Kevin Owens end up escaping Cody Rhodes. And Cody Rhodes just standing in the ring, staring him down as he leaves. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That was your main event. Pretty, like I said, it was a pretty good main event. I love that Jimmy got that spot. He got that rub from Kevin Owens because they didn't make like Kevin Owens dominate the match. It went back and forth. He had some good spots. super kicks and all that type of stuff. They traded super kicks very well. They always work good together when they're in the match. This is nothing new. We've seen Jimmy versus Kevin Owens before, and they always work good together. But it was a good way to end Friday Night SmackDown. 7 matches. 7 matches. Um, did you catch any of the main event, Jeff?
Oh yeah, I watched the whole thing.
Oh, okay. So, what did you think about it?
It was cool. Um, I hate that Jimmy lost, but hey, it is what it is. We we already knew that that Kevin Owens wasn't gonna lose coming into going into uh Royal Rumble season. You know, they wasn't gonna have him lose right a week before the Royal Rumble. Like why? Why would they have him lose? It's pointless. But at the same time, it's just like y'all talking about building up Jimmy Uso to be this mega star, and he's losing all these matches or getting beat up every week. Why? What's the point of that? Triple H, I'm asking you, what's the point of that? Please answer my question. Like, for God's sake, come on.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do this. Trash.
Oh, that trash can about to get a workout when we switch over to what we're about to switch over to. But before we get to Saturday night's main event, I will give SmackDown a 7 out of 10. It was decent. The only thing I truly didn't like was that whole promo with Tiffany and the girls, and then the match that followed with Rhea and Team Liv going up against each other. Like I didn't like the promo or the match that it led into, but everything else was fine. So it gets a 7 out of 10 for me.
I'm gonna give a rating from what I heard. So, from what I've seen with the Jacob Fatu and then Damian Priest coming to SmackDown, those two things were good. Everything else I could have done without, to be honest.
Mm,
So I'm gonna say I'm gonna say a 3.
okay, all right. Well,
And then
and
Shane said a 5.5.
yeah, Shane said a 5.5. Well, there's a reason why I did SmackDown first because SmackDown had the longer stuff to talk about. Saturday night's main event was was a standard like it was a mini pay per view as Punch called it. There was really no promos. It was just mostly just they jumped from one match to another. The only promo was the actual Cody Rhodes thing, which like I said, I didn't really like that took the place of a match. I felt like that could have been a match there, but for all intents and purposes, I don't know. I'm indifferent about this because this Saturday night's main event was not hitting for me. It really wasn't.
They could have
But
done without it.
yeah, I'm in the same sentiment. We could have done without it. But we kick off Saturday night main event with Nia Jax versus Rhea Ripley. Um, and the reason why this is where it starts right here from the beginning. As much as I love Rhea, as much as I love Nia, I was bored with this match. I was bored because I knew Nia wasn't winning. So with her knowing that she wasn't gonna win, it was just boring. It was a typical Nia. And then it was to make it worse. This was for the women's world championship. This is a SmackDown superstar going up against a Raw superstar for the Raw title, and the only good thing I could say about it was I like that during when Lilian Garcia was making the announcement, announcing each fighter, Nia just interrupted and headbutted Rhea. That was cool, but everything else, the match was just boring. Like
Match is boring.
it was just boring because, like I said, the fun got sucked out of the match because of the fact that I knew Nia wasn't winning. It was just okay. I mean, it wasn't a. It's not saying that wasn't a bad match. It was just boring. Boring don't mean it's bad. It just means I didn't enjoy it as much as I wish I could have. But to be fair, it wasn't a bad match. It was just, to me, it was just boring. Pretty much the best thing about it was getting to look at mommy, getting to look at mommy Rhea. That was pretty much it. Like, other than that, the match was just a match that we've seen almost every time. With Rhea getting the victory, as I already knew, Rhea would get the victory here, which started Nia's 3-game losing streak. She lost here. She's gonna lose at the Royal Rumble to Tiffany, and then she's gonna lose the Royal Rumble match itself. That's even if we even get that match. Triple H might change it. She might only just be losing the Royal Rumble. She might not even get a match with Tiffany. But according to the leaks, she's supposed to be having a match with Tiffany for the WWE Women's Championship at the Royal Rumble. So we'll see. Time will tell what happens between tomorrow and Friday. But yeah, the match. I'm sorry. I love Rhea. I love Nia, but the match was just boring. It really was. I was more into, like I said, when I watched it, I love seeing Rhea do her work. I love the camera angles on Rhea, but the match itself was just a standard Rhea Nia match that we've seen dozens of times before. I could care less about it. I really could. I could care less about it. So, Jeff, what did you think about it?
Y'all already know. Y'all already know what's coming.
Yeah.
Oh man, get those two off my screen. For the love of God, write them off of TV for at least a month or two, please, because that match was
Garbanzo.
trash.
It was trash.
Man, we seen this match time after time after time after time after time. Triple H, do better. Do better.
Yeah, you had to
How
do
m-
way. You had to
Hey,
do.
hey,
You had to do way better. It's either do better or quit putting on, like Shane said, quit putting on these mini pay-per-views before your pay-per-view, because we could have really did without this whole pay-per-view for real.
hey, but Triple H,
Or Saturday night's
Triple H,
main event.
Triple H, come here, dude. Why are you setting up these matches? Like, I get it. They're a big draw, but no, never again. Like, come on. You had, like we said before, you had freaking Liv Morgan.
Who actually has a legit beef with Rhea,
Can
and
I
you
say it
know,
again? You had Liv Morgan,
and
Triple H. You had Liv Morgan. Use her.
but Rhea don't get a rematch. Instead, we get Liv on SmackDown beating Bianca Belair in a 6-woman tag match.
Triple H, if you want to be better than AEW, use your women correctly, because as of now, their women's division is better than WWE than your women's division. Shoot,
Yeah, your women's
TN, TNA's women's division is better.
and
Come on.
when we say that, we don't mean NXT. NXT is better than the main roster. We talking about the main roster women's division, not NXT. NXT is better than WWE's main roster division. That is the reason why they say they got the best division, because it's true. They got the best division. The women's division on NXT is way better than the main roster. Way better. It's more interesting. But yeah, this I don't know what to say about this match. This match was just really was boring to me. It really was.
This is all you can say.
Mark Henry, I forgot when they do it, but Mark Henry, who else was there? It was Mark Henry, I think Michelle McCool was there last. It was either last night on
Oh, they
SmackDown.
had um what's the dude with the wood? Him and his
Oh yeah, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. That's what
yeah,
it
and then
was.
they had oh, what's that tag team? That tag team that was there. Art
Arn
uh
Anderson and his I
yeah.
forget the other dude, but yeah, Arn Anderson then was
Mm-hmm.
there. So I
Then
just throw that. I
they
just
had
throw that.
somebody else too. I can't think of it.
Yeah, I can't think of who else was there.
I'm glad I didn't see you know who.
Hulk Hogan. Yeah,
Cause
that was like the best thing about it that they really didn't bring Hulk Hogan on that show. Whew. Then we get to the second match, which is Sheamus versus Braun Breaker. Now this match is different in from the Rhea match. This was a good match. I enjoyed this match with Rhea. I mean not Rhea, but with Braun Breaker and Sheamus. I really wish this would have went on first. Maybe I would have enjoyed the rest of the show, but
nah.
this was the better. This was better than his opening match. I would say that. Uh, I can't. I don't like that. Whatchamacallit lost. I would have rather had Sheamus have won, but I think that was like the only thing I didn't have. I had a problem with this match is that Sheamus just lost. He lost, but he lost in a good match though. But I felt like Braun Breaker should have dropped it. 'Cause I feel like Braun Breaker has grown past the Intercontinental Championship now, and then we need to move him up to the main title picture. But yeah, I didn't like that he lost the match though. I felt like he shouldn't have lost the match. I really did. I felt like he shouldn't have lost it. But the match was good though. The match was good in itself. I liked the back and forth. Braun Breaker and Sheamus worked well together. But eventually we're gonna have to pull
Pull
the
the
trigger
plug.
on Sheamus winning that title. Punch, welcome back. We just got on to the second match with Sheamus versus Braun Breaker for the IC championship. But what did you think about that opening match with Nia and Rhea for the women's world championship?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
You said who?
The Nia Jackson and Rhea Ripley for the women's world championship. That was the first match. Did you
We do
freeze
the
it?
winner.
Huh?
I said we do the winner.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's why I was saying like that's the reason why I didn't enjoy it because I already knew the winner and it was just boring to me. It was just real boring. All right.
All right. Can y'all hear me now? My bad.
Yeah. Yeah, we can hear you.
Um, we was talking about the women's match. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it was decent. It was decent. You know, I mean, it's a shame that you gonna have Nia Jax lose 3 times in a row, but hey, whatever.
No, I did say that Triple H might change it because we are getting the tag team championships defended at the Royal Rumble, and that was not on the leak paper. So she might not have a match against Tiffany at the Royal Rumble.
Ah, even okay. Um, if if we did replace that with the tag team, like I said on SmackDown, it's important. Tag team match is important. It's
Mm-hmm.
important because we ain't had the tag team titles defended in the PLE a long time.
Um, but yeah, so then we was talking. Then I got like when you came in on, we talking about Sheamus versus Braun Breaker, and I said that was a good match in itself. That was way better than the Nia and Rhea match. But again, I just want them to finally pull the trigger on Sheamus being the Intercontinental Champion eventually. I
Yeah,
felt like he should have won it here, but they of course they were with Braun Breaker. I feel like Braun Breaker has grown past being Intercontinental Champion. I think he should have at least. That's why I thought he should have dropped it. 'Cause I think we should have moved him up to being like the next person to face Gunther or something like that. We should at least
or
start.
something.
I
Yeah,
just. But hey, Braun Breaker is your winner. He's still the Intercontinental Champion, but I think he's grown past that. I think he's grown
yeah.
past that. Especially since you're not really promoting him enough to where this is like the first time we've seen Braun Breaker in a match in how long?
It's been a while. It's been a while.
Yeah, so
I think.
Yeah, it's been a
I think
while.
to me, I think we're waiting for. I don't want to speculate, but I think they're waiting for Eagle Dragunov versus
that's
Braun
what
Breaker.
that's what it
Yeah,
seemed like. They were probably waiting on him,
yeah. Ilya's still doing.
but
He's still recovering.
he's it would I could see how they could be waiting on him, but they'd be waiting a long time because he won't be back until no to at the least October,
But I
November.
October,
but I
November,
heard he's
yeah.
supposed to be back real soon. That's what I heard. So who knows?
I mean, I don't even think no because he had an ACL injury. It
I
takes a
mean,
whole.
we are talking about Eagle Dragunov here. We ain't
And we
talking
are
about
talking
nobody.
about 2025. They got stuff to bring people back sooner than
And
expected.
Eagle Dragunov, he's not a normal man.
Right? He's not.
Like I like listen, his NXT run, I believe every word that came out that man's mouth. So yeah, I think we'll see him a little. Yeah, you might be right though. Maybe like around, I'll say September, somewhere around those
That's
parts.
around. That's around what pay per view?
I think
we
Bash at Berlin.
Yeah, Bash at Berlin, and we gearing up for Survivor Series and Crown Jewel
Oh,
again.
bruh. But the thing is, I don't like this. Why they have Giovanni? I'm not gonna get started on him.
Where has he been?
That's what I'm saying.
Did we just like forget about poor Giovanni?
Mhm.
Like
Pretty much.
my man just was like, oh no. They was
He
like,
did that one set. He did that one. He had that one video package, and then he had one match, and that was it.
right, that was
Yeah.
just it. But Jeff, what did you think about Sheamus versus Braun Breaker?
I'm gonna get the trash can. It's garbage
Oh,
because
oh,
it's
oh.
garbage because Braun Breaker won that regained that title, kept the title. Triple H, what are you doing?
Mm,
You build this up, and then all of a sudden you make Sheamus lose for what?
mm.
I get
Yeah.
it. I get it. He's your veteran, but he's never won that title. Just give the freaking title to that man.
Mm.
Triple H, please don't do my man Sheamus like Jey Uso. Please, please, please. I get it. Braun Breaker is the future. I get it. I get it. But at the same time, it's just like you got other freaking stars. Give them a
But
chance at the title.
are we potentially saving the win for maybe WrestleMania?
Hey, it could happen. It could be. Who
Could
knows?
be.
You know what I mean?
But I'm just saying like they need to pull the trigger on Sheamus and give him that title. He's won every other title but that one. So just give it to him. Like I don't care if it's at WrestleMania. I don't care if it's on a regular show. If it's on Smack, um, whatever. Just give it to him. Like please, it could be a live
I
show
think
for all I care.
I think I think Sheamus I think him winning the Intercontinental title should be on a big stage. Uh, to me, I think that they saving it for WrestleMania
Yeah,
or
save
maybe
it for
Elimination
WrestleMania. Yeah.
All right. All right. Um,
Hmm.
Punch. What did you think about Samuels versus Braun Breaker?
The match was good. I mean, I was locked
It's a
into it.
match.
The match was good.
Okay.
Um, I just think I think if we get a better build going, if we had this long feud, and Triple H likes the long way. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I I think Sheamus winning would be a lot more important going into WrestleMania, especially if they push the Sheamus came so close a few times and then win. Um, if we could build that storyline for WrestleMania, I think you'll get a good Cinderella story out of it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we get to the most useless segment of the night because it was pretty much built around Shawn Michaels doing something. Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens contract signing, and I
Uh,
say now I say that because this could have been saved for they could have done this last night, and we could have put a match on tonight. Preferably, could have been the women's United States Championship match or Shinsuke Nakamura, who could have been defending his title.
you
Somebody
know
else.
what? I'm not gonna lie. I was watching Collision when that promo happened. Yeah, I was more into Collision.
So
Sorry.
yeah, I'm like, it was like a real standard contract signing. That was it. It was like a contract signing where where Shawn Michaels introduced each other, introduced the people, introduced Cody, introduced Kevin, and he pretty much talked about the importance of it. That was so important that he had to be here to officiate it, and he just gave the contract to Cody. Cody signed it, and then he gave it to Kevin. Kevin fake like he was going to sign it. Then he grabbed the mic and went to talking about basically how he's going to win and shut up the dollars, and that he was going to be the rightful WWE champion, which is cool. I will give him that. His promo was better because it had more fire and passion in it. But then, like Punch said, it's Kevin Owens. You're not going to go wrong with Kevin Owens.
Yeah,
Um,
you know.
Cody Rhodes did interrupt him by telling him to shut up. That part I will say I like too from Cody Rhodes because he had passion and fire behind his. He was telling him that we done with the talking. We didn't bring Shawn Michaels here. We didn't come here to hear you talk. He just said just sign the damn contract. And then Kevin Owens like, okay. And then he went to go sign the contract and then just pick up the mic to talk again. I'm like, Kevin is petty. Kevin is petty.
Mhm.
Kevin is petty. But Shawn Michaels did cause then what I did not like though, even though he was petty for picking up the mic to talk again, what they did was, and the reason why I mentioned it in when we were talking about SmackDown, they tried to make Kevin Owens sound jealous of Cody Rhodes.
He
Yeah.
is.
Because he went to talk about that. He said when he becomes champion, he's gonna take everything. And I'm gonna take it from you. All the pyro, the face on the posters, and all this, the promotions, all that. I'm gonna take it all for you because I deserve it. I deserve it for the last 10 years, which was cool. Because he has been deserving of being in that spot for the last 10 years. But why are you trying to make him sound like he's jealous? Where this was all about him portraying him for teaming up
Yeah.
with Roman Reigns. Now all of a sudden he sounds jealous. And
He
then you
is.
have Shawn Michaels even mentioning, man, you just sound like you jealous. And
Yeah.
he did that. Shawn Michaels was like, what? What did you say? He said, I said you sound like you
You sound
jealous.
jealous.
and and I'm like, why? Like, why
I
are
would have
we
said the
doing this?
same
Like,
thing.
why are we trying to make it seem like he jealous when we know what it was about? Like, quit
Exactly.
trying to interject two different things and keep about one thing. To him just being mad because he let his guard down. He truly trusted Cody and truly was a good friend, like Triple H did. Triple H set up the rivalry perfectly by saying that this was a man who truly let somebody in, and he truly feel like you betrayed him. So this is a different Kevin Owens than I see before. Of course, we see him betray Sami Zayn and all that type of stuff before, but this is different. That was business. This was personal. And now we went from that good storytelling that Triple H set up to now we got Shawn Michaels saying you sound jealous, and he does something, and he did sounded jealous. I'm like, all right. It just made it all useless yet again. First, the promo. I thought it was already. I went into this thinking it was useless. Then the promos got me into it, and as soon as he sounded jealous, it got me right back to saying this.
Right back out to it.
I'm like, now I'm right back to saying this is useless again. Because now he actually do sound jealous. I'm like,
that's what I was saying. He's jealous.
He signs the contract. He slaps it. He saw him and Shawn Michaels. He signed the contract. I did like that. Shawn Michaels grabbed it after he signed it, and then they went to fumbling with it. Kevin Owens dropped it. He finally picked it up because he was trying to do the whole slapping on your chest thing. That they do when they don't like the person. They slap the contract on the person's officiated chest. But him and Shawn Michaels were struggling with it, so they dropped it. And I'm just like, okay, that was cool. I like how Kevin Owens recovered from that. But then Shawn Michaels said, all right, it's official. They grab each other's, they take each other's belt, hang it up on the thing to be suspended. Okay, I forgot that part too, that they supposed to relinquish their titles for the whole up until the Royal Rumble. He tries to shake Kevin Owens' hands. Kevin Owens don't shake it. He shake Cody Rhodes' hands. And he started talking to Cody Rhodes, and Kevin, petty Kevin, reached around trying to punch Cody, and then he grabs Shawn Michaels to try to do a package pile driver on Shawn, and then Cody out of nowhere just super kicks Kevin Owens, and then Shawn just like, oh yeah, you pissed me off, and he takes off his little
jacket.
his suit jacket. I'm like, oh, he wasn't lying, he really was sweating underneath. That boy has sweat everywhere.
Sweet chin music.
And he sweet chin music Kevin Owens, and that's pretty much it. And then that's the segment.
Oh, Jeff, you like that? You like
yes.
that? My champion got chin music.
Yes.
Crazy. That's crazy.
But then, and like I said, that was the end of that, and that's why I said this was all useless, because this was pretty much built around the fact that we was in Shawn Michaels' hometown, and they wanted something for Shawn Michaels to do. So this was all about building up to that sweet chin music. We know I knew going into this that Kevin Owens was going to get sweet chin music. It was just how we was going to get there, and I was just
it's funny. Put some respect on my champion.
I'm like this. I'm like this was just useless. Like we could have literally done this yesterday. They was in San Antonio yesterday too. It wasn't like they went. We could have done all that yesterday, and this could have been a match, and we did not do that here. So we wasted the whole time with this promo, but it was a waste of time. Like I said, I went through a wave of emotions with this promo. First, I didn't like it. Then I was into it because of the way how they cut it. And then right when I was like, oh yeah, this was okay. I see why they did it here. And then Kevin Owens sounded jealous. So I'm like, now I'm right back. I'm right back.
Yo.
I'm right back. So this was again a useless promo. This was just useless. Because you did more harm with this promo to Kevin Owens' character that he's working hard to get over as this deranged heel. With this promo than you did good. You did more harm with it than you did good.
Yo, only good thing about this promo was when Kevin Owens got that sweet music.
I would have said the same thing if it wasn't for the fact this was the main purpose of it. It wasn't even about the contract sign. It was more about something for Shawn Michaels to do.
That super kick.
So, my champion getting super kick was fun.
Cody's the real champion. and he will always be the world champion.
But so Punch, you say you didn't see it, right?
What that? No, I was watching. One Collision.
All right.
I didn't care for. I mean, I seen it. Don't get me wrong. I had main event on my laptop, and I had Collision on the TV, so I seen it.
Oh,
I
you
was
seen it.
I
Oh,
was
okay.
just
You just wasn't paying attention to it.
I didn't care for it. I really did. You could have done that yesterday, and let me go.
Yeah, they could. They could have did it yesterday, and
Yeah, that was,
we could have put a match in this place. We
bro.
could
They
have
could have
five
did a video
matches.
package.
We could have five
Oh, the
matches.
women's. You
Go
could have
ahead.
built the women's Royal Rumble in that spot. You saying?
We could have done anything, and then put
Bro,
anything.
that could have been a video package
I mean,
or
yeah,
something.
if we talking about a video package of a repeat from last night, this did not need to be on Sunday night's main event.
I know. I'm just saying.
We could have had a celebration for the new women's RC champion for crying out loud. I'm just saying. We could have did anything.
Yeah, you could have did anything than what this segment was. This was not worthy to be on Saturday night main event, but
Shoot, they could have had me out there talking. Just saying. Like, bro. They could have had one of they could have had one of the other veterans out there talking.
What did you think about it, Jeff?
Like I said,
Ooh, trash.
it was only thing, like I said, only thing that was good about it was, you know,
When my
Kevin Owens.
champion get,
Kevin Owens got kicked in the face.
that's crazy.
Wow.
Going start disrespecting my champion.
Hey, he ain't my champion right now. So until he becomes champion, I'm not gonna put no respect on his name.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we get to what I think was the best match of the night, which is the third match of the night: Braun Strowman versus Jacob Fatu. And we talked about this earlier. My boy Jacob Fatu lit this promo up, and I can't even remember how it went. Shane got to do this part for me because I forgot how Jacob spit this part. But I know
My
Tomatonga
man said,
did start it off though for Jacob. I can't remember what he said.
damn, my man said, I'm gonna beat you. He said, I'm gonna beat you post to post. We live with it on NBC. And I was, from coast to coast. Something like that. I got rewatch it again. Yo, it was fire. My man said, yeah,
He mentioned I do believe he said both. He said post to post, something coast to coast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he mentioned both. He said both post to post and coast to coast. I just can't remember how he put it together, but how he put it together was fire.
Said you ain't never been in the ring with somebody great like me.
Yeah, oh yeah, because they don't make them like me. They ain't made nobody like me.
He said, "I'm." What he say? Did he say he Godzilla and King Kong?
Mm-hmm.
No, that man said I'm both.
Yeah, bro.
Both.
That was funny right there,
Yes, that was funny.
What's
bro.
up? What's going on?
What's
My man
up?
said I'm
What's up?
both.
But yeah, so that was what did, like I said before, when we had Tama Tonga versus LA Knight, where Jacob kicked off the promo and then Tama Tonga finished it. This was the reverse of it. This time Tama Tonga kicked it off for Jacob Fatu, and Jacob finished it. And he finished, and when we said he finished it, my man laced that promo. I was like, this is what I was getting at when I said I like hearing him talk. Cause my man sounds so believable. And he's like, you look at his face, I'm just like, that man's gonna kill somebody.
No, for real.
He's just gonna kill somebody. And he did. Oh boy, did he.
Bruh.
So this is the one time when a DQ finish, I will let it slide. Because when it's executed like this, I let it slide. I usually don't like it, but I let it slide.
Bro, this match.
This match was ace. This match was good. Now, for the most part, it was what we thought it would be because Braun Strowman is big. Jacob is the small werewolf. Monster amongst monsters. They both had their moments where they overpowered the other. They both had their moments where they was shining. Braun Strowman shined for a good chunk, a good portion of it. But the thing was, no matter what I say, this match was not long, but it was effective. It was effective because they wanted to put Jacob over, and the way they did it was brutal. But I'm gonna get there. But so for the most part, from the beginning, at least for the beginning parts, it was pretty much even. Braun was getting some offense in. Jacob was getting some offense in. They went back and forth. Jacob got knocked down. He knocked down Braun. But it was at this moment when Jacob got the upper hand again. It was all Jacob. It was just all Jacob. Braun Strowman. The last offense he did was do his usual like choo-choo train thing when he run around the ring like a train. He ran around the ring. He hit Jacob Fatu the first time and sent Jacob Fatu over the announcer table. And then he tries to do it again, but that second time he got caught and Jacob hit him with a Samoan drop on the table, and it was all Jacob from there. No more Braun offense. Jacob just destroyed Braun Strowman. He was beating him up on the outside. You could hear the referee yelling at Jacob to get back in the ring or he's going to count him out. And boy, when he got back in the ring, the referee did not expect what he was going to get. My boy said, get back in the ring. I'm going to count y'all out. He said, okay, I'm going to get him back in the ring. My man hit him like 8-10 times with the hip in the turnbuckle. My boy Brock couldn't get up.
Yo, I thought there was one time where I seen like Braun throw the X up when the referee backed up Jacob Fatu.
Yeah.
Because I
seen
think
that.
Jacob put him unconscious for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go back and look at guy. He was moving. He was up for the well. I don't remember him going unless it was so quick. He went unconscious and got smacked back.
Somebody had it on Twitter where the referee backed him up a little bit, and I think Braun like kind of like slick put the X up like hold on for a second before he hit me again. You know what I mean? I think they ran over there real quick to check him out, and then he was like, "Nah, I'm good. Let him finish. Let him finish the."
Oh, okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about now. It was a point where he had to back Jacob up, and he went to go check up on Braun, but
Check up on Braun.
when the camera showed Braun, he was aware, he was doing his spot. So that's why I'm like, I don't think it was the time he went unconscious because every time the camera showed Braun, he was never unconscious. So, but it was a point when they was bagging him up, the camera wasn't on Braun. So Braun could have been unconscious when the camera wasn't on him. But by the time we seen him again, he was doing his spot.
Getting beat down again.
He was getting beat down again. So that's why I didn't catch it because they never actually showed him just laying there unconscious. But I think he hit my boy like at least 8 to 10 times with the hip attack, and then I think he the next time he went to go do it is when the referee guy was like, "No, like I'm not. You can." He trying to get him back. He said, "I'm the referee. You gotta listen to me." And my boy Jacob like, "Man, get out of here, man!"
Out there.
And that's when he hit him again with the hip attack, and then we heard the bell getting called. So Braun Strowman won the match by disqualification. But my boy turned into Bronson Reed. He just kept doing it.
That's what I was about to say. He turned into Bronson Reed.
He kept getting the hip attack on him. Then when they the reason why I say he turned to Bronson Reed because when they finally tried to separate him, you saw that he was busted open. I could tell it wasn't real blood because you know the difference between real blood and fake blood. It was too dark to be real blood, but it was he was busted open, and you could tell too because he was over there. The camera did catch that he was over there like rubbing his face in it to make it look more worse. So I'm like,
Make it look worse.
yeah, I'm like, why
Mhm.
you didn't? So you won't catch him being unconscious, but you're gonna catch him faking like he's bleeding from everywhere. Like, come on, you caught. That's the wrong time to catch somebody doing something. But so yeah, so then when they went to talk about, they like Braun Breaker's busted. I mean, Braun Strowman's busted open. But they separated them, try to check him out, and then this is where he turned into Bronson Reed for real. He just kept doing his little what did they even call that? His little somersault, backflip, somersault
Yeah.
off the rope. He did that after hitting him with a hip attack like a dozen times. He went and did that like 3 times. The first 2 times they kept trying to separate him. He did it. He did it the first time, got separated, did it again, and then this time they looked like they was about to leave. And then all of a sudden you hear the crowd go crazy. They see him coming back to the ring, and he did it again. I'm like, he destroyed.
And then what's his name came out there to try to stop him,
Right.
and he said, all right, I'm done. And
He
then he
said,
goes back in there. I'm like, come
right.
on,
Oh my Jesus Christ. I ain't
another
never
Bronson Reed.
I seen Braun Strowman get destroyed before, but I ain't never seen him get destroyed like that.
Like
That
that.
man,
No,
they put Jacob Fatu so over with that. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I'm like, see, this is what I was talking about. That man got killer in his eyes. I don't want to be in a match with him. He gonna be the new
No.
He gonna be the new Brock Lesnar for Triple H. Every time you get a championship, you gotta defend it against Jacob Fatu.
oh hell no.
Oh no.
But
Yeah.
you gonna be able to like, yeah, you gonna come out and be like, yeah, I'm the new
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
WWE
yeah,
champ.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Anybody want to get it, they could come see me right now. I'll put the title on line. Father, truly, halloo. He gonna be like,
Well,
oh,
it's over.
it's over, right? Oh, hey, when he get in the ring, the title just gonna be in the ring. I'm like, I give up. Hey, you ain't about to send me to the hospital, bro.
They're gonna do a count out.
I don't have to be a
Oh,
comment. I'll
bro.
forfeit the title. I give it to you.
they gonna count their own stuff out.
I'm like, you can have it, bro. And
they gonna
like, I
pay.
ain't
They gonna
signed up for this. I ain't signed up to be massacred by Jacob Fatu.
they gonna fake an injury so they don't have to fight them.
That man not about to come out and hip attack me 10 times like he did Braun Strowman, man. Come on, bro. Did you hear those hits on the turnbuckle?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
The strongest guy.
I'm like,
Uh,
even though we know he really wasn't hitting Braun Strowman, that gotta have been hurting his hip. The man did it at least 8 to 10 times. At one point,
yeah,
that
that
Yeah.
gotta
gotta hurt his hip.
That's what I said. I think it was one point he actually I wouldn't say he accidentally put him unconscious for a minute because that I think it was like the third or fourth one when he hit him.
Yeah, it
I
had to be
mean,
early on because when he got separated from Braun Strowman, that was early on because once he got separated and everything I guess was cool. That's what he did like 4, 5, 6 more times.
something like, hold up,
Right,
hold
he
up
said,
before
hold on, man. I was asleep. I was
Hold up.
on some no-dos
Wait a
for a
minute.
minute. It was until you hit me. I was like, oh crap, I'm in the live crowd. Hold on. Let me get my wits about me. I was in here sleeping
uh,
away.
So he was seeing stars for 2 seconds.
Hey,
I
that
think
wasn't the
W
first time though. Remember,
I
Brock
think
Lesnar almost put
WWE
him on his butt.
Oh, put
Braun
Braun
Strowman.
Strowman.
Yeah, if
Strowman.
you remember when they was going against each other and Braun accidentally really hit Brock Lesnar, so Brock
Yeah.
Lesnar returned that receipt real quick. My man got up and said, "Pow!" my
He
boy,
said, "I'm gonna turn the favorite."
my boy Braun had spaghetti legs. Oh, my
After
boy Braun they do my boy Braun dirty. He always getting in a situation where he really getting knocked out.
All right, the next match.
But no,
I think
this was good though. I enjoyed it. I love this part. This was like the best part of Saturday Night's main event to me. This was like the best. Though I hope Braun Strowman is okay though, because if he really did get knocked unconscious, that he could have a concussion. So I hope he don't have a concussion or anything like that.
No, I don't think so because he was. I think he was good. To finish the spot.
Yeah, but that's just
He
me.
just had to get.
Oh, go
I
ahead.
think he just. I think he just had to get that second win. Like, hold on, you really hit me. Hold on.
Right. That one caught me for real, and I'm really like, I gotta get my wits back about me. But Shane, what did you think about that match?
It was great. I think Jacob. I think it wasn't a match. I think it was for Jacob to make a statement that he did.
True. True.
Um, I it and it's going to lead into a rematch. So I'm okay with it. I'm okay with Braun Strowman and Jacob Fatu feud. So uh, it definitely shout out to Braun Strowman, man, for really putting over some people. Um,
Mm,
we got I give Braun Strowman his flowers because he definitely put over Jacob Fatu last night.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
he
Damn, so
definitely did. He definitely
It
did.
takes a true. It takes a true man to get in the ring with him.
yeah, Jacob and Braun Strowman definitely put him on the map. So I think for a lot of people that want that Jacob Fatu versus Roman, because I heard that Roman really wants to put over Jacob Fatu. I think Jacob Fatu is going to be over by the time we
He's
get
gonna
to the
do
match.
right. He's
Mm,
gonna do great, like
Yeah,
especially against Roman.
by the time we get to Roman versus Jacob, I think Jacob's going to be already over enough.
all right.
Bro, you know who I really want to see in WWE? Bronson Reed versus Jacob Fatu. To be
Oh,
honest,
what? I want to see this version. I want to see this version. I
yes,
want to see.
yes.
Hell,
Mm,
That's why I said I want to see this because both of them are dominant superstars. You see what Bronson Reed did to what's his name Braun Strowman as well.
yeah, Braun Strowman put both of them over good too. That's
And
so.
but
then
I
you see
don't.
what he did to Seth Rollins.
I don't want to see. I don't want to see. I don't want to see Jacob and Bronson Reed fight. I
Why?
want to see Bronson Reed. I want to see Jacob actually runs his own group and Bronson Reed is with Jacob. I
Ah,
want that.
all
I
right.
want that.
But then again, I do want to see I want to see where they're going to go with Bronson Reed. Like
Yeah,
if we're
yeah.
gonna get if we supposed to have him on the single run, if he's gonna be a part of the bloodline or whatever the new bloodline is gonna be calling themselves.
Uh-huh.
So I do want to see when they gonna do with him when they come back. When he come back. But Jeff, what did you think about Braun Jacob versus Braun Strowman?
Man, it was a good match, but I didn't. Well, I ain't gonna say I didn't expect it to end like that, but at the same time, it's just like okay, we already knew that was gonna happen regardless. Like we knew, you know, Braun Strowman was gonna be laid out on the ground, but we didn't. I didn't. I didn't think he was gonna have all that blood and stuff on his face, even though it's fake. Like, yeah. But overall, the match was fire.
Okay. All right. Then we get to the main event, which is
Hold
Jay
on.
Uso.
Hold on.
Oh,
Hold on. My bad. Before we get to, I know we get to the main event. I gotta go. But I feel bad for Jay Uso losing. Damn, sorry. But he lost. It was an okay main event. And I give the show a 5.5 before I get out of here. I'm
mhm.
sorry, I mean to cut this short, but I gotta go back and work. Um, but Yeah, overall Saturday night main event 5.5. Um, Shay, you got some explaining to do with your boy losing. Got some explaining to do. I'm gonna need you on the show Tuesday. You got some explaining to do. You know what I mean? With the main event losing. But I'm out of here. Wrestling Pit Podcast. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to everyone's channel. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? All that good stuff. Shout out to the team. You know what I mean? Chris, Hector, Shay, you know, listen. I'm out of here. Salute y'all. Love y'all.
Yep.
I'll see y'all Tuesday.
Yep.
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
But yeah, the main event was cool. Was the main event was cool. Um Again, this was the same problem with the Nia and Rhea thing. I knew Jay wasn't winning, but it was unlike Nia and Rhea. It was actually a good match. And though Jay didn't win, he still put on a good performance against Gunther. He still took it to Gunther, and Gunther still put him over enough to where we know he will be eventually world champion. He does belong in that scene, and you could tell that Gunther did in fact enjoy not enjoy but respected him. But it was a fairly decent match between the two. It was worthy of the main event. They went back and forth. They hit some moves on each other, and it took two power bombs to put Jay away. But uh, I do like that Jay was able to hit the spear on him twice. And he hit the spear once and then tried to get the pin, but then he hit the spear again and the splash to make you think that he was about to win, but then he didn't win. But then that's when we got like the double power bomb that put Jay away. But overall, it was a good match. It was a good match, and I enjoyed it. It was pretty decent. I ain't got nothing bad to say about it. It was just predictable because we knew Jay wasn't going to win, but otherwise, it was a still enjoyable match.
Man, I I think the match was cool. We already knew between the Wrestling Pit podcast because we know all the rumors and stuff that's gonna
Mhm.
happen for WrestleMania with Gunther. If y'all know, then y'all know. I'm not gonna spoil nothing for anybody that don't know. But anyway, if y'all don't know, go back and look at some of our previous videos. We've been talked about it before multiple times. But
Mhm.
I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm just gonna say go back and look at our previous videos. But anyway, Triple H. Triple H. I said this before we said this before. What in the actual are you doing with Jey Uso? This right here, straight garbage.
Told
Straight
y'all,
garbage.
told y'all that trash can was gonna get the workout today.
Triple H. Triple H. Don't do this no more. Don't make don't make my girl Shay cry. Please. Don't make her cry no more. Well, don't
Don't
make all of us cry
don't
because
don't
this
book
is
this type of main event no more.
this is this is this is pitiful. When I say it's pitiful, I really mean it's pitiful. Triple H, you've done better. You could have had the person he fought before. You could have had Damian Priest. Out of all people, Damian Priest. I would rather for him to lose the title match than Jey Uso. Like
True.
Triple H, Triple H, come here, do better. I'm gonna say it every week. Do better. Do better, because your fans, the fans, are disappointed. Disappointed in your booking of Jey Uso. Get it together. We're on YouTube. I can't say what I really want to say. but get it together.
Yep. That's pretty much the gist of it. It's the cuss word version of get it together. But yep, that's your show. That's it. That is Saturday night's main event. Uh it was a oh god, it was I'll put it to this way. It was a show that didn't need to be put on because I rather have done anything else than watch Saturday night's main event. This was a waste of time. This should have been put on. If anything, if we was gonna do this should have been done after the Royal Rumble, not before. Um, because we probably could have booked it better if it was after the Royal Rumble than before the Royal Rumble. You could tell this was hindered by the Royal Rumble because they want to say the best booking for the Royal Rumble instead of this, and it showed half of these matches didn't need to be put on. The decent matches were Sheamus, Braun Strowman, and Jacob, and Jay Uso and Gunther. We could have did without Cody and Rhea versus Nia. Like it was just, yeah, it wasn't entertaining at all. I'm giving it a 5 out of 10. I'm giving it a 5 out of 10. This was a mid show for me. This was very mid. Like I did not enjoy it at all. It was very mid. It was very mid.
So so y'all know how they do with movies, the ratings with movies. They do the popcorn bags instead of the popcorn bags. You know, I'm gonna do it like this, with the trash can being the popcorn bags. I'm gonna give it a rating like this. I'm gonna give it 10 being bad. No, yeah, 10 being bad and one being good. I'm gonna give it 10 trash cans for being trash. Only thing, like little big man said, only thing that was worth watching was the Jacob Fatu, Braun Strowman, and then I hate to say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. The Sheamus and Braun Breaker. Even though my man Sheamus lost, it was still worth watching.
Yeah.
The rest of the show, give I'm gonna give you 10 of these. Trash can water. Trash.
It was really a show that this show really didn't need to be booked. It really didn't.
Put it with a grain of salt. Like I'm gonna just tell you, with a grain of salt. Triple H. I'm gonna say this again before we end the show. Triple H. We always say this. Every single member say this every week. Do better. Do better.
Do way better than this. But
Go ahead and continue before I go on a rant.
but yeah, that's it. We took enough of your time. We went through 2 different shows. That sad part of the Smackdown was actually better than Saturday night's main event. Saturday night's main event was garbage. But it well, as we say, Punch. Shouts out to him for being here. Once he get when he get back to where he got a YouTube channel, I will shout it out. But for now, just shouts out to Punch for showing up. And then my other co-host over here, Jeff Wrestling 24, get over there to his YouTube channel and hit that like, subscribe, share, hit that notification button because we like the YouTube gods and the YouTube overlords have been mean to my boy. My boy should have been at 1,000 subscribers, but it is what it is. Get over there and do all those great things for him so he could get to 500 or
Yes,
1,000.
I'm almost at 50 subscribers, y'all. Come on. I haven't had no issues. I haven't had no issues yet.
So, hey, let's help our boy out. Um, Shouts out to Shay. If you like wrestling and you like football and you want one channel that does both, She's your girl. Get over there to her channel, know the rules, and hit that like, subscribe, share, hit that notification button, do all those great things because she's your girl for that type of content. Again, that's know the rules. Uh, although she kind of ducked out of the bet, she didn't want to do the bet. She said, "I wish you would have did." We gonna start doing stuff like that. I'm pretty sure down the line we're gonna start doing stuff like that where we're gonna make bets and the one person gotta come on there wearing something that a person they don't like, maybe a shirt from a wrestler they don't like or whatever. They got to actually go buy it and wear it. We're gonna start doing stuff like that. But shouts out to Chris, big bro Chris. You know, I always say that man is close to 100,000 subscribers. We want to get him there so that when he does the video, we can see that beautiful YouTube plaque. So get over there, hit that like, subscribe, share, hit that notification button, do all those great things for his channel, which is called Chris Wrestling Views. So we can get
Before a
him.
little big man goes on, y'all. Chris couldn't be on the video because he's sick. He got a fever and a cough. So everybody, pray for our boy Chris.
Definitely. Wish him well. Hope you get well soon, big bro, Chris. But anyway, he's the big bro. That's the little bro. I should say. I call him big bro because he's the one with the biggest YouTube channel following and stuff like that. But he's also our little brother because he's like one of the youngest members of the group. But anyway, wish him well. Get him in some good spirits by going there and subscribing to his channel. Hope and we'll see what that does for him. Shouts out to Kicking It with Leo. Hopefully we could get him back on there because I know he want to chime in about this whole Liv Morgan thing. So get over there and hit that like, subscribe, share, hit that notification button, do all those great things for him because we want to get him to 1,000 subscribers. Again, that's Kicking It with Leo. He does wrestling videos as well. Shouts out to big bro Hector. You know he's gonna be on here between March and April when WrestleMania season comes on, so we will be seeing him again soon. And oh yeah, me. Get over there at the Little Bit Man Gaming, where I do gaming, I do wrestling reviews, movie reviews, TV show reviews, all that type of good jazz. Because that's the stuff I like to do with my channel. I like to have fun. I like to talk about multiple things that I enjoy, that I know other people enjoy. If you like that too, then like I said, get over there and hit that like, subscribe, share, hit that notification button, do all those great things for me because I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. Because when I do, there'll be a reward for one lucky tribe member of my channel, which as you can see my name right there, Little Bit Man Gaming. But I mentioned that I save it for last because the true last channel to shout out is this channel, the Wrestling Pit Podcast. And we need you to get over there and hit that like, subscribe, share, hit that notification button, do all those great things for us here at the Wrestling Pit Podcast. Because when we get to 500 subscribers, and I don't know if you guys catch that, eagle-eyed people, did you see what Shane was wearing? That was another teaser. He was wearing something that you could maybe win. So as you get us to 500 subscribers, you could get that swag too, or a different type of swag. But it is a reward. So again, hit that like, subscribe, share, hit that notification button for the Wrestling Pit Podcast because when we get to that 500 subscriber mark, that's your opportunity to get a reward. With that being said, you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do the same. Get ready for work in the morning or whatever. Whoever got work, if you off, if one of us off, they probably get to sleep in. But anyway, love you guys. Peace. We're gonna see
We'll
you
see y'all
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
We see you Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Well, no, maybe not Saturday because of the Royal
Maybe
Rumble.
Sunday.
Sunday for the Royal Rumble. But anywho, peace out. Love you. Wrestling Pit Podcast, baby.
Baby.
Yes, and we out.